ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons.
Hello,
I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmidt, and with me, as always, this time of the week are the wonderful Lost Ones. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Oh man, where did we leave off? Well, it seems like in a big old boat, as finding your way to the Brethren Court, meeting the other Imagineers. Again, this title being something Arthur is giving to the knights. It's more of a grandfathered thing from Mufasa, if we're being honest. But you guys were able to meet these other parties, working with them to also create the items needed to kill Hades, figuring out some of these battle plans, and very importantly, talking Nemo and Esmeralda with Jim Hawkins, where you will be able to use this sword in a ritual, and pending all goes right, you might be able to make Tiger Lily whole once more, which would be wild for you guys to have a goddess on your team. With that being said, though, as the Brethren Court vote subsided, Barbosa, you were able to help make sure that the votes went away. Jim Hawkins being made Pirate King, all of you see boom, 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 boom. A magic surge went out from Raya. All of you were able to catch it on that passive because you know they're members that are, or excuse me, shall we say, like allies with you, right? It's that out of all these pirates who are around, these people are friendly. Raya, in helping make sure that the votes went the way that was needed, triggered this wild magic surge, and all of you watch growing out of these rotted planks, giant treants
Davy Jones's crew
have appeared everywhere. Looking at these trees, what you are noticing is they all seem to be like horrifying diseased trees. Again, this old wood, some of it's rotted, some of it's fresh. They look like an amalgamated tree form that are appearing everywhere. To which, Esmeralda, as you were looking for Nicola,
I'm
thinking,
just on the roof, like, where am I?
Boom! Tumbles in because, again, there are now holes every which way in this battlefield. To which I actually need you all to roll me initiative.
By the way, I took my cape back immediately.
Yes, Mike's got his cape back.
I would not have let you have that more than that.
Why do I roll so bad for my
Mage guy 22. I do want to say something to like generals for like the
I will say
knights.
on your turn now. It's as this happened. It's any speaking now will happen on turns. Nemo, what did you get?
17.
17 for
So
Nemo,
much.
better than what the computer did. Mike Wazowski, what did you get?
18 plus my initiative.
18
which
plus
is
3.
pulling it up. It's 3 or 4.
4 now. Yes. So it should be 22. But I think Barbosa, you have the higher initiative.
Plus 4.
Oh, excuse me. You guys can roll off for that. Esmeralda, what did you get?
I got a total of 5.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 3 plus 2.
Yikes. Phoebus.
16.
16.
I rolled a 10.
And Nick Wild.
That's a 6.
23.
Look at War Mage.
Excellent. The
Being
Treants
rude.
did rather poorly, shall we say. Because again, these things are being animated due to just wild magic, unstable Fey magic. So going into this, Barbosa and Mike, who rolled higher?
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so Barbosa, then Mike. As here we go, jumping into this, what you notice immediately, Nick, is there are a couple of spots in the ground that have now appeared due to, like, pirates that were here have suddenly started falling through the floor. As immediately, like, it looks crazy in this battlefield of like, oh no, we're now dealing with a huge separation of parties. What would you like to do? And there.
Do I see any adversaries?
Yes. So each of these trees. So there are 1, 2, 3, or there are 2 trees very close to you. I'll kind of move it up to.
Oh, so the trees are literally
all
trees.
of those trees are trees.
The trees are treants. Yes, it is a
I
horrifying.
thought they were just decoration.
Hey, these are pretty good
Or
foliage for
decorations.
pirates.
Include
Yes.
of tables, chairs, and AoE bugs.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to yell out like, "Where's the ship?"
The ship right now, you know that it would be about like a 40-minute work through the city to get to the ship. Because you are high up in this, again, the captain's quarters part of Shipwreck Cove. To get back down would be about a 40-minute journey, just like on foot, especially a lot of pirates, so it's that in and out of crowd. Here's what I
Doesn't
was.
work like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish.
That
be
was
on it.
so cool.
It's a bit rough where you're like, so your big like fast transportation is gone as these trees are starting to finish their formation around.
Barbosa, we need to get to the ship.
I have
I'm
an
gonna
idea.
start swinging.
I have a question.
Excellent, go for it.
Has anybody here seen the Battle of Five Armies?
No. And that's metagaming.
No, because I have the spell.
Yeah, no, that's metagaming. You
Find
can't use the real world.
No, listen.
You
I have the spell Find Vehicle, right?
Yes.
It would be a carriage. We could ride through the city on it.
if you want to on your turn, but like you gotta,
Is
you
Is it
gotta
an
admit.
action spell or a 10-minute cast?
It is
Are these things
Let me check.
Fully materialized yet?
They're like halfway
Do I
materialized.
get advantage?
Yes, you would. I would
Let's
say
go!
part of the wild match
Superhero
is
game.
until their initiative, they're like not truly formed, but you're starting to see like the face appearing, the like scars coming from the natural broken wood.
15.
15 is going to
Wait, so 17.
17 hits.
Okay, I'm gonna smite.
Smite. Excellent.
Alright.
Spell slots, more like smite slots. Am
Am
I
I
right?
right?
Oh, you
Kill him.
Lord.
You just
Okay.
gotta kill him.
I do a lot
It's
more
a 10 minutes
now.
casting.
Yes, you do.
No, the tree has encircled me. Okay, what else do I got? I got Shadow Blade. Oh wait, but they're trees. I don't think I can hurt them emotionally.
Are these things at all
Are they whips?
undead or fiend?
No, they're
That's
trees.
wondering.
Yeah, that's a fair question, but they do seem to be trees.
If anything, they might be fey.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know
It's
why
not
I
like,
sounded like Sam for a moment.
You sound like me?
Yeah, the way
his
he's
voice
Yeah.
is interrupted. Might be fair.
I never think of
Don't
myself as
laugh.
having a deep voice.
You do.
You do.
You don't have a
Very
deep voice.
deep.
You just talk in a deep voice, like
It's
you
distinct.
like Chris Pratt in Endgame or. He's like, why are you talking? I'm not talking like
This
that.
is
Not
my normal
talking.
voice.
Yeah, that's
I
like
do
my
have
normal
my normal.
I'm very confused.
Alright, second one hits.
Second one hits.
I'm just gonna do
Yeah, just adding up all this damage together, you're totally fine.
32.
Wait, if they're
41.
rotting, wouldn't they be undead?
41. No, because they're becoming sentient and alive. This isn't like someone reanimating a corpse.
Undead, you
Literally,
gotta kill
the
them
magic
first.
has made them alive.
You gotta kill
41
something
points of
first
damage.
for it to be undead. But they're all points
Excellent.
of wood
I'm
that
going
have been
to,
cut from a living
then
tree.
walk
Not from a
around.
living tree yet.
I'm gonna move around and
Alright.
flank with that one that I just hit.
Excellent. So you going
That's not
through,
piss off some
trying to like
humans.
start that flank.
Eat it off of a
You
limb.
guys watch Nick shoot, as wood and bark are starting to rip away. This tree immediately looks hurt. It doesn't seem to have any like resistance to magically slashing damage. But it is that this tree, while looking hurt, the other treants, these kind of like 3-ish close enough to you guys, are still very much up. As you slice through those, Nick, Barbosa, that is your turn. You are at the table, and on your turn, Barbosa, every single one of you hears this in your mind. Good work. Meet at King Arthur's court when we can. Don't worry about us. And that's the message.
Don't worry about us.
Wait, do we know who it was from?
You don't. It's that like it probably may have been like the rogues
It could
or
have been
like
a trap.
someone who had like a sending or a
yeah,
message,
sending.
right? Something just like, okay, I need to let
Mass
everyone know.
message.
Yeah, right. It's that we did our job.
Yeah.
It would look creepy if we all leave the party together, right? Like,
Is the
so
globe of swords near close to me?
the globe of swords. Oh yes.
I put my sword in there for theatrics, and I want to.
Yes, you need your sword back.
with it.
I forgot to unhide. The globe is actually Barbosa, right here. I don't
Okay,
know why
it's close
small
enough.
again. It's like on the edge, so it's not like, uh-oh, if I don't get my weapon, it might fall in the hole.
That's already what I was going to do. Did anybody else put their sword there?
You, and I believe Don Carnage and Stallion did. No one else did, as no one seemed to trust each other, so it's not like, alright.
Okay. Then this is probably gonna ruffle some of their feathers, but screw it. It's pretty theatrical. Run over there, grab mine out, but before I grab mine, I toss theirs to them and be like, "We have our king. We have our orders. Every man for himself."
It will take an action because it's more than just one weapon. You're getting like the others.
I'm getting them theirs, and then
Interesting, good show of faith, shall we say?
That's what you were saying.
no.
I thought you were gonna take the sword and then just push the globe into
No,
it.
That would be even
Nice
funnier. Be like,
No, I am. However, is
Did
there
I
is
do
there a
this?
triad below there?
no, all the trees that formed are close by.
Is there
It's-
anybody
like-
living right below there?
I'll make a quick luck check. Yeah, there's a couple pirates, because again, this is
I wanted to kick it in there.
if you want, because it would take an action and then just object interaction push.
Nah, I'm gonna
Or you
full
could-
Spartan
yeah,
kick and be like, "We have our king, we have our orders. Kick it, scatter."
You scatter.
Just like every man for himself.
You see, most of the other, not just the pirate lords, they're assembled crews. Everyone's like, yeah, that's the code of ethics we have to live by, or else we will all kill each other.
Exactly.
Like, no one can really argue right now, or they die. So you see that while you do so, you kick this in. You're. Some poor pirate who just got beamed in the face by a globe. There were still other swords and daggers in it, so it's like, ow. You throw that, but yes, good action though, Barbosa, in that show of face to the other pirate kings and lords to give them their weapons back. Do you have any bonus action you'd like to do? Sorry, before you enter turn.
The only thing I could do that would benefit, well, I have Misty Step and Shadow Blade. Misty Step teleport, that's not helpful right now. But the Shadow Blade, could these things be damaged by psychic attacks?
You'd have to find out. It's you're not.
Would that
sure.
be my free insider investigation?
If you want, yeah, make me an insight. It's kind of that battle insight of like, okay, these things now are looking.
Can
more
I
and more.
bully them?
Yeah. Are they bullyable? Come here, you piece
That's
of wood.
15.
15. Yeah, most things that have sentience are usually able to take psychic damage.
That gargoyle thing, no.
Well, exactly, but it's like, unlike constructs, these things aren't constructs. They're living trees, right? These aren't items or things that are given life. This is like
My
true
form
life.
of dread was already active from before, so I don't need to do that. So instead, I'm gonna Shadow Blade with that Spartan kick. So it's like scatter as they see
Excellent.
this unearthly go like.
Excellent,
Okay.
excellent. Good
Okay, I
turn,
need to roll temp HP for
Barbosa.
that.
Yes, for your bard. Go and do that. Mike Wazowski, that is your turn. You get this voice in your head and are seeing this happen.
So, this is a little bit of shenanery.
Yes.
We had that glyph of warding prepared blank in case somebody could give us one of their spells.
Yes.
I forgot to ask, but in this moment, I just have a blank glyph of warding. So I want to take this already prepped glyph of warding and just attach, not even like, I would have carried the firework around. I would have just had the glyph and
Yeah.
wrapped it around at the end. But I want to attach the fire attribute to it, and then just like pop it on one of these triads.
Like a
Interesting.
fireball on it. Explosive rune.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because
right,
you
that's
could
base.
just attach the explosive rune
Nobody ever
normally.
uses Glyph of
There is,
Warding
yeah,
for its
Glyph of
base
Warding,
use.
I use it. I love the normal
did?
because like then I don't have to waste my other good spells unless it's really
Oh
helpful.
yeah.
Holy
Oh,
crap,
someone
yes.
else really loves Glyph of
The
Warding, too.
fire aspect for that
If you don't like
explosion
Glyph of Warding, you
magic.
don't know what it
So
the
yeah,
best
5d8
spell.
of
Because it
fire
lets you have
aspect
every-
done to it.
I will have upcast that because I wanted to get a higher level spell, so
Yes.
I will have cast that at fifth level.
A 5th level. Holy cow.
And
That's
I'm gonna
going to
run
be
that over to that triad that's like just a little bit below me,
excellent.
and then just yeet myself out of there.
You run
before
in,
it blows up.
throw in. Go ahead. This is going to be 8d8 of fire damage. I've got that d8 here for you. It's 5d8, but upcasting it 3 times, so 3rd, 4th, 5th level spell.
He's
3, 4,
upcasted.
5,
They
6,
do
7,
be
8.
upcasted.
So here's 8d8. Because this is just
very
the
limited
normal firework
response.
is still there. You can just spend another hour for that glyph when you need.
Not bad.
Do we have an initiative tracker, or is this going to be just a planned quick thing?
This is an issue tracker. Excuse me. Let me send that out to you guys.
36. 37.
37 points of fire damage.
Yes, sir.
As you guys go into this, that is going to be. Thank you. I have to do quick math. Oh my gosh. Mike, this treant that was just about to form suddenly looks as you plaster it on. Boom! An eruption of swirling fire around this tree that goes from looking perfectly fine to horribly burnt and bloodied in a second. And by using Glyph of Warding, it is very contained. Again, area of effect stuff can be bad. This is a burn the tree and only the tree spell. As you are slipping out before, again, the tree becomes fully formed. Already, the tree is looking crazy bad.
And then I am going to Bardic Phoebus.
Excellent. Phoebus, boom, that D10 of inspiration to you.
Perfect.
Nemo, that makes your turn. Again, Nemo, you now have this fun little movable thing.
Thanks for that, Gusto.
So,
Shout out.
shout out to our
Shout
boy,
out
the
to,
Artificer. So you're seeing this Nemo. What would you like to do now?
Okay, so I'm seeing everyone scatter. I think I need to save. I mean, I need to help them as much as I can before they do their things. I didn't mean save.
Yes,
No,
yeah.
I heard that.
They're already saying they're good.
Emboldening bond on the 4 nearest people to me, which would be Mike, Phoebus, Esmeralda, and Nick.
I
Nick,
threw the
yeah, because Barbossa's still up there.
Didn't you fall in?
Yeah, I fell in through the
Yeah,
roof.
you're kind of like finishing your turn as well by like landing, looking around, and be like, oh no, trees. But yes, emboldening bond, well done.
I am the Lord.
You all got this.
And I speak for the trees.
Thank you.
For whatever
Excellent.
reason.
Any
Just
other
speaking
bonus
for the
action or
trees.
stuff, real quick?
Yes, I'm going to bonus action cast Sanctuary since I couldn't reach Barbossa. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on him.
Excellent.
What does that do?
The
If someone's
emboldening
going to try
bond.
to attack you,
Or
they
cast
do
a
a
harmful
wisdom.
spell on you.
Yeah, they do a wisdom save.
If they fail, they need to target someone else. However, if you attack, damage
Then it
anything, or
loses.
cast a spell,
Yes.
it's
I
Cast a
wasted
spell
that shadow blade.
And what's your proficiency
Well,
bonus
casting
right
Shadow
now?
Blade
I'm
won't-
just
won't
remembering that for
hit, but
emboldening.
Shadow Blade
Proficiency, that's plus
Exactly.
Plus
What if
4.
they don't know what's
Yeah,
going
so that creature,
Yeah,
roll a
your sanctuary
d4,
still goes away 'cause the spell knows
each
it's
creature
you.
d4 once
Dang
per
it.
turn. Yeah, so basically giving everyone a d4 with that proficiency. Well done. I was just making sure. I'm like, I thought it was 5, but yeah, still
Now,
11.
if I want to persuade somebody, I could possibly roll above a 4.
Sanctuary. Well done, Barbossa. And Nemo getting that off. That makes Phoebus your turn.
All right. So having that bardic, that was very helpful.
And emboldening bond now, too.
Just twisting his hand, his book will fly off his spell to begin crackling with this blue energy, as he says, "You heard, Captain Barbossa. Lost one, scatter!" And I cast scatter.
Scatter!
So you
you
guys
said
can make
you
a wisdom
landed
save
it.
if you want. If you don't, I'm teleporting you guys each 120 feet out.
Oh!
Smart.
Wait, is this a custom spell? Because it saw that
It's,
as a
no,
real
yeah,
spell.
Xanathar's got to everything. Go ahead. If you guys want to, again, you know Phoebus. You know he's like probably putting you somewhere safe. But if you want to stay, you could
You
make
could attempt to resist my
the
save.
wisdom save to stay
I
here.
don't think
Or
I
you
would
can
have.
choose to
I
fail.
don't think I would have the mental
I could
capacity
kill
or like
someone.
thought to even bother.
You're just like, all right, here we
because
go.
I
I'm
just
done.
landed and I'm like
Yes.
confused as all heck.
Yeah, and I will move to any point where I need to see out the door so I can get them, all 5 of them out there.
I will say again, because this is patchwork wood around.
perfect.
Nothing. It's all like ship parts that were like, well, my ship broke. I'll throw it into the pile to be reused. So yeah, it's easy enough, Phoebus, where you can just like look past the tree down through. And so yes, 1, 2, 3,
Everyone
4,
but me.
5. Yeah,
I would stay.
you would stay.
Okay,
Go ahead and
make
make
your
your wisdom
wisdom
save. Yeah.
I feel like I would know what that spell was, and then would be like, well, I'm not going to leave you here by
Done
yourself.
Yeah.
I got
What?
methods. I got
Leaving
ways.
yourself?
I also
Fine.
have
Okay.
ways.
You'd like to stay, Barbossa? Are you?
5 creatures of your choice?
Yep.
I could take them.
You want to try to stay too?
I got a gun.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna yeet him out with Dimension Door.
Oh.
If you want to try to stay, make
If
a
you
wisdom
wanna
save.
I want a brawl.
All right, wisdom save, my friend.
Wisdom save.
I
Nick,
did.
do
I
you
just
wanna
got
save?
proficiency in
out of
those. He's trying to help me out.
And
all
I
right.
can leave.
I just got proficiency in those.
I was gonna be
Perfect.
like, okay, they're gone. Now let's go.
Yeah, right.
That's fair.
Okay.
What's not
So
plus 10?
you two leave.
19,
I got
21.
pass.
Oh,
Pat,
12.
21.
Bro, I got protective bond on you, so you could just pretend to get hit and then teleport with us.
You pretend to get hit?
That's basically with the bot. You could just say like,
The
I'm
what?
pushing everyone out, and oh no, I have to go. That is how that
I
works.
have my own methods, but thank
You
you.
do have your own if you want. Mike,
I'll
what'd you get?
actually leave.
So, 19.
19.
If
Okay, you
if
succeed
you
as
guys
well.
run into
You're
a
still
man
here,
with
but
a
yeah,
long,
so
short,
And
Esmeralda,
finally,
Nick,
Nick, and Nemo.
attached to him.
You are all
Little
now
man
safely
with
100
what?
feet closer to the
Shots
shop.
Esmeralda,
and a
Nick, and
drinking
Nemo.
I'm just scattered.
And again, I will say, like, you guys did good stuff. Like, Nemo getting that bond off really does help
Yeah,
people.
I've done nothing.
Esmeralda, you're about to fight, and suddenly, oh, no, I'm here. And what I say is,
And so then looking over at you, I'll be like, we'll get him out if he decided to stay too.
Well,
And
I was
I
gonna
will-
get you out.
Well, I jump on top of my floating disc, and then I telekinetic shove it up and use the rest of my movement because the disc follows me. So I basically just fly up then over.
you push yourself away. Excellent.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So you are the only
Once
ones
again,
that stay.
these treants, part of this encounter is the treants really don't have a ton of movement and getting through these doors. So it's like once you're out of this room, you're out of the initiative. That makes Mike and Barbosa are the last people
Yeah, I'm
here.
like, see you guys back at the boat.
I have a gun.
Here's what I'll say.
I
That
just
makes
face palms.
the treants are.
I
This
can't
tree-
get over completely because of my movement, but I am
Comes up.
so I can still see
1,
in.
2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And that one. Because this one's going for Barbosa. These three are for Mike. The other treants are moving in slowly against the rest of the parties.
Okay, not a good time. to use my
So the
gun.
one that is aflame.
Did we just leave our treant?
Yes.
With all
Well,
the rest
here's
of
what's important to
them.
know. Mike, the one you set aflame is taking its action to put itself out. It is taking some of that residual fire damage because it is wood. It can be ignited. So in taking that, you're noticing like that one's not going to attack you. The other two that are near you will try to. That makes so the first one they've got there's so Mike, your AC is now 14, so that is one hit on a 15. The next one rolled a synthetic 22, so it is definitely going to hit. And they've got 2 attacks each, so they're going to try it again.
So it's
Hit.
14. Is it? Because I have it as 14 already. And
Yes.
then is it 15 plus the cape?
It's no, so the cape's for charisma. This
Gotcha.
is if you were to use your shield item, but that would be in a reaction to getting it to shove. So one treant, the one that was nearest Nick, will hit you twice. The other one misses it second, so it's only going to hit you second time.
I'm fine.
So you take
Everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
Mike,
All right,
you
as soon
take
as you teleport out of there, I can
54
just...
points of damage as suddenly, very
With the
Wizard of
other
Oz,
right
these
in
trees
there?
come up
They're on the other side.
as their
That's
faces
fireball.
form completely. Just boom, 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 boom. Suddenly, this foliage and whipping of twig and leaf cuts into you, Mike.
That doesn't
You
sound
are
like me, you know, whenever
down
you walk
to
through a tree,
27 hit
it's
points
like
as
attached.
boom, 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 each one hitting you over and over. Barbosa, this one nearest to you,
In
is
the words of Aaron Wright,
going
punch
to
out me,
hit you.
hit me.
It's gonna try its 2 attacks against you, Barbosa.
Okay.
That is a definite hit.
The other.
A critical miss on a natural one. This tree, go! And as it hits you so hard, you look and the branch it goes to hit you with has cracked, and so boom! And its little twig flies off, so it doesn't hit you. Barbosa, you will then take 19 points of damage.
10 of them are negated for my temp HP in form of dread.
Exactly. So you only really take 9. So Barbosa, you're still looking fine. As this happens, Esmeralda, Nick, and Nemo, you guys all see yourselves appear 120 feet. Again, you're noticing pirates are quickly moving out, and from where you're at, a lot of pirates holding hatchets what look to be like balls of fire grenades are all running towards there. This is the equivalent of like a
What's
fire
my
brigade amongst pirates. So you know, like
Fire
eventually
brigade.
they're gonna go in, yeah. But the three of you are now in this like out of initiative together. What would you guys like to do? Would you like to start going back to ship, or would you like to look for stuff?
Insect plague has 300 feet.
Oh my dear lord.
I'd like to do that to the other treants.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, 1 second. Let me
Yes.
Hear me out, all of them?
Insect plague.
Oh wait, it's a certain area.
Yeah, it's an area.
You fill a 20-foot radius, but again, putting it basically just right outside of Mike will still hit 3 of them.
Yeah.
4? Because if you do
No,
it,
you would have
No,
center on
I'd have to
Mike,
put
and
it
then it's
on
like
Mike.
you would get insect plague.
Bugs.
They are gonna make con saves. They're actually decent.
Wait a minute.
Con.
I am going to do it on Mike. And you have protective bond.
Yeah.
Yes!
You
What
can.
does that
Oh wait,
mean?
I'm also affected by it
What
because
is
I'm within the
protective
range.
bond do again?
No. So if you're doing, I will.
20 feet.
I will show you. It's a 20-foot radius. So here's a quick
Oh yeah, right.
flat color
I missed one.
for a circle. If you center on Mike, so that's 5 feet, 10 feet. So yeah, 20 foot, but you can literally just center it off of Barbosa and Hook in like making sure like you don't
Yeah.
hurt them. You just put it there, and the bond on Mike will help him.
Yeah. Because it
gosh.
teleports you away.
How does the teleport work with it?
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
read
pull that up as
I
I
thought
make.
you had to swap places with someone.
Me,
When a creature affected by your emboldening bond is about to take damage, a second bonded creature within 30 feet of the first can use its reaction to teleport.
Within 30 feet.
no one else
I
is
couldn't
there.
get more than 30 feet away.
So yeah, Phoebus would be able to swap down and swap with
Yeah,
Mike.
on second thought, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, you could still take
I'll
again
take 3.
and just still hit those 3, which is still insanely good.
Termites from the ship.
It's you can basically calling forth the horrifying termite infestation of this. These
So
guys.
I'm going to look over at them.
Oh my gosh.
We need to take the fight. I'm willing. Come on, buddies.
And on a natural 1 Constitution save, these treants are con savable. You watch as Insect Plague rips through them. Go ahead and roll 4d10 damage.
What's
against
a
these
D10,
creatures.
boy?
I'm actually going to upcast it
Oh
to
my
6th level, so it's 5d10.
5d10.
I got some.
This
Ignore
is
the
going to
percentiles
rip
if
into
you want
them.
to.
Nah, I got some.
Creatures make a damage. Yeah. And make a save throw when it enter or ends their turn. Dear lord.
All right, here we go.
Whole
Green insect plague.
I really honestly don't have much that I can do necessarily.
Because you have, it's like, while a cleric, it's still that, like, what spells did you prepare, right? It's
Yeah,
not
I
like,
didn't prepare anything that would really do much without just hitting just one of them, which
that's
is
fair,
kind of
because you weren't
dumb.
expecting, like, a big fight when in this court. That's
Yeah.
fair.
27 damage.
27 damage
So
to
I guess I'll
each of
just
them.
do like
Is that because I need
I should
He
have
must
a
be
high
killer
enough
was
further
one of
reach
us.
of thorn whip. I thought I did.
I think so as well.
Because it's only 60 feet, but I have a 240 foot range with firebolt.
Yes, you do. Here, let's check this out. One's fighting Mike got that, the one's fighting Nick got that.
And it just seems kind of weird that my
This is the one
thorn whip would not be
above,
the same.
and that's
or at least wrong.
Barbosa's. Just got hit as well.
Gusto sent us Ratbird.
Gusto has sent us a Ratbird. Ratbird is going to be flying to you guys.
I love that this
Well
music's playing
done,
for
yes.
Ratbird.
You, as
Cinematic.
Ratbird is gonna come, like, I'll say it's like, Nick, you're looking at Nemo, some of this insect plague, like, dear lord, as this little, like, weird looking homunculi Ratbird is now on your shoulder.
That's exactly.
A pirate has a parrot. You have a
As it kind of like looks at you,
Dear
and eyes blink, one after the other.
Hey, buddy.
Uh,
Oh, did you
Squall.
skip my turn?
Score.
no,
Oh,
this
wait,
is
sorry,
like
it
the
didn't
three-
refresh.
yes,
Ignore
no.
me.
You guys are in like an out of in of initiative
Because
because
I'm
the three
still
of you are
within
out.
30 feet.
Exactly.
I-
You
I
could
just-
still have something happen. To
I
you.
have something ready.
You're good.
I just saw
Um,
the initiative track. I'm like, wait a second.
At the end
Alright,
of
I
the
need to
initiative,
check
what I
that.
will say is, you guys watch. It's kind of like freaky. Basically, the Imagineers and Kato, they're all disappearing in teleportation and battle as they're just swiping away.
I'll just start running.
Jim and the rogues disappear. You watch Hook again. Hook keeping up that appearance. Hook does that really cool backflip backwards. Centers, yeah. Basically, on you, Mike, you watch as he holds out his hook, twists it around, starts glowing red, and she goes, duck. Boom! Fireball out of this hook in this magical item rips through the air. That's a failed deck save.
Hook might be now my favorite.
Hook has a fireball in his hook.
Yes!
That's gonna be 10, 18 plus
What is he, Mega Man?
4, 22, 34. That is almost double. 7 more
jump attacks.
Dead. You watch as the trees nearest you, Mike, erupt in flame and are just gone. As Hook then, boom, and then just like backflips into this hole and disappears.
Nice.
Hook is out, but basically in that, like, again, keeping up appearances, it's like, I'm just sure, why not? But he knows you guys are friendly. As those, the last two are ignited on fire and look horribly burned.
Jack?
Yes.
Out of curiosity, those other treants, have they surged in towards them at all?
The
Obviously
other ones
not going
towards
to
them,
make it to them, but have they moved towards them?
not yet, actually, because on their turn, they move towards these other parties, and the other
Okay.
parties, again, they'll figure out their issue. But I'm assuming, like, they'll have moved or done stuff to help in.
Okay.
So it's not like, on their next turn, they might start moving to who's left. Because also, Hook isn't the only one. A lot of pirates are, like, fleeing. They're backflipping into these holes. They're grabbing a rope and flying upwards while cutting it. Defying all physics, truly. But
And you're just like, what's going on?
most pirates aren't sticking around to fight. It's like, well, let's head out, burn the place down, and rebuild it in a day or two.
Yeah, we'll reveal it later.
Hold on, I'm
So
curious.
that will make Nick Wild.
It's just facing down.
Oh, excuse me. You're now with the other. So, like, again, at the end of the order, you could start looking for things or doing stuff again out of initiative.
Maybe as
I got it.
Let's see here.
Okay.
It was stuck.
Bum,
Probably
bum,
'cause it has a
bum.
motor.
Well, it was stuck for a little bit, but I fixed it.
That makes. Oh, excuse me. Barbosa.
Going like this,
So,
and I got
Barbosa,
stuck.
you're still here. You and Mike are the last ones here. The insects are still eating these last two trees. As again, the trees on their turn, because Nemo was able to cast this out of their turn, they're gonna take insect damage again before they move.
Okay.
And they're on fire, so yeah, the insects are starting to burn.
Sweet. With this Gutless Ant, looking at this tree, and I'm like, no one disrespects me, and I'm gonna attack him with the green flame blade. So that way,
Ooh, smart. So
since I have extra attack, I'm gonna make one of them a green flame blade.
yes.
And the thing with green flame blade,
You're a blade singer?
no, I picked up the cantrip.
I
Oh,
personally
that's right,
don't
you
run
flavor-
Blade
that's
Switch,
right,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Because
And
no
fun
offense to
fact-
Blade Singers, I
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
idea of like if you're using it into an action.
Yeah,
to
sorry,
use
I
a cantrip.
forgot that
Into
August
it.
does that.
Fun fact
Yeah.
with green flame blade, some of the extra flames can attack other people.
Yes, they
So,
can. So if you go in.
Also, are we in dim light?
no,
Rats.
it is now well ablaze. As again, there is so much going on. Like these trees are on fire. They're still the fire because Fireball unfortunately
Wait
was
a minute.
area of effect.
I
Hook
might-
did do that in the knowledge of unfortunately some of the other planks are going to ignite.
I
But
have my
everything,
bonus action. I'm gonna Fighting Spirit, give me 5 temp HP and advantage on attack rolls.
go for it.
Okay, and I'm going to hit this thing.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay, that is a 7. Why did I say 70? 28. No,
28.
26.
26. Yes, you full and hit this creature. Go
okay,
ahead.
and the damage. That is 8 points of force damage,
Points
and
of
now for the
force.
fire damage.
Yes.
I mean psychic, not force. And set I can do basic
3d6,
math.
yeah.
12 points of fire damage,
That will.
and the base weapon has a +7 to damage of slashing.
That is going to be. Good heavens.
But wait,
How much is the base?
base is
7.
+7.
Because you're. How do you take down this treant?
Well, look.
Again, using flame. These things are vulnerable to fire. Like you guys.
Oh
all
yeah,
have
right.
figured
That's
it out.
double.
So yes, it doubled in plus the fireball plus all of Phoebus's and Mike's and the locust.
Does this thing got a mouth?
Kind of a like that.
I'm gonna look at. Hear me well. fucking Barbosa through the mouth, back of the skull.
And you watch old wood splits up and down as the tree falls like split wood does.
Some of
And
that fire
is-
damage can leap over to an adjacent
It
creature.
can.
And so I need a roll for that, jumping
Be
over
within
to the...
5 feet of the
It-
original.
It was within 5 feet. Yeah, yeah.
And
I
this thing
assumed as much.
takes
Yes.
13 points of fire damage, but I assume that's doubled because of vulnerability.
Yes, as
26 as the flames leap to another.
6. This one looks about to die, Mike. You're noticing, like, the one that was, like, fighting you is
I still have
like
it.
trying to bat away these insects on him, burning alive.
I still haven't used the extra attack.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
just gonna take the other one
Do
down.
you just want to slice
Jump
at
up.
it?
Cha!
Just try. Sorry, Mike. He does have 2 attacks.
I'm sorry. I want to take
Barbosa
him down.
wants to. You're all just vying for XP at this point. Go for the hit.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit
I'm
as
gonna
well.
kill every Trent here and level up twice.
I'm gonna get all the level.
Also, it's the fact that we were having a nice meeting and then they
And then the
decided to show up.
trees. Go ahead, Barbosa. Roll again.
For pirates.
That is 14 points of psychic damage
14 points
plus
of psychic.
7 from the base attack. I don't get
Barbosa,
fire damage
how
because
do you
I can't.
take out this streak? It only had like 10 hit
After I
points left.
stab the first one, I look at his buddy with like a mad craze from the curse wearing at me over the years. Jump and just stab him again through the chest. It's like,
Again, as the bugs kind of like leech over the blade into the mouth, this tree tumbles in, just starts burning away into nothing. With that, I will say, as of right now, you could be out of initiative. Because again, these other treants, until their turn, are going to start going after you. There are still other pirates. And again, in about a round or so, these Fire Brigade pirates are going to make it there. With that though, Mike, that is your turn if there's anything you'd like to do right now.
What did Jack do? Did I?
the
You
sparrow.
notice Jack has been like carefully just like ducking. He hasn't moved a ton from his spot, and you see it's more of in that like he's waiting to see when he can leave. You know, like after a big event when everyone goes for the doors, and so he's just like, I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit.
He's
and
hanging
I'm
out
gonna
with the
leave.
host's dog.
Basically, right? Like I'm gonna leave eventually.
Right. Okay. If I used Twin Spell and Dimension Door, would that be able to add an extra person?
I believe so,
Because normally it's 2 people, self and a willing creature, but if I added Twin Spell on to...
yes, by adding onto it, you're basically targeting. You cast spell targets only one creature doesn't have a range of self. So
Because it doesn't say it has
it's not
a
a self
range,
actually.
so-
Yeah, the range is more. It's just you're targeting. You're teleporting yourself into something else. Yes, you would be able, in theory, a twin spell dimension door to teleport 4 people, right? Like myself and one person there, another person there, if there's people nearby. But it would be able, in your case, basically get all of you.
Yeah. So, would I be able to yell at Jack to get over towards us?
Ooh. Yes, you may. Go ahead and give me just a brief persuasion check. Because again, it's not Jack's immediate thought of, ooh, let me leave with them. Because he was more just waiting for his way out. But go for it. Oh, you're just fine. I thought you had a question. No, you're fine. You're fine. I was like, oh no.
Hey, Jack, got a way out.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion.
Let's...
Can I
22.
help by just saying
22.
I won't maroon you this time.
Sure. 22 beats it. You see he's going to move over.
I got a plus 18.
Easy is able to get you. As
I rolled a 4.
he's like, oh, cool, way out. It may not, because he kind of gets it's like, oh, they're just going to leave. All right, so he walks around the table, like, as a flaming tree falls and pirates are stabbing each other and go, kind of like ducks under, grabs his hat, and is with you.
Yeah, and so then I just, like, grab Barbosa, or I move in between them, I just like put my hands on both of their shoulders and I dimension door us 300 feet.
You actually have Dimension Door is 500 feet.
Oh, 500 feet.
You can go an insanely far distance.
I'm just gonna get us.
Yeah, you don't have to go,
Did
but
we
you
not
could
go
like
last?
just go to them. Like it's that one time.
I'm gonna go in front of them.
Hey, there you go.
Flex on them.
Appearing out,
Out in the distance.
out in the distance, you guys like see it's all looking, and you hear that, and Mike Wazowski's behind you guys,
Here it is.
holding Barbosa and Jack.
Apparently, everything is just materializing next to me.
I want to
Yeah,
go.
I'm just like
past them.
hovering above the wall. I just.
No. I want to
I'll
go
get there
past
eventually.
them.
Come on,
Pass
hurry.
up all
I'm
the
All
working
the way
on
out.
it.
Hurry up.
So they see me and Barbosa and Jack in the distance.
They are out of
Wow.
there. In which case, Phoebus, that is you
Perfect.
before the end of the encounter, so to speak. It's you're kind of like again
Jeez.
hovering up
Again,
in this
we're like-
raised area that has already
Yeah.
broken through.
I'll start moving over that way shortly.
My bad.
First though, I'm just gonna Hail Mary a fireball in there at 5th level.
Just,
Go for
lightly
it.
Hitting the most possible because, it's a 40-foot diameter sphere.
Is fireball's insane. Yes, I'd say because you could easily like it's hard to tell. I'll kind of like move it down. There's all
Oh,
of
yeah, I'll hit all
All
of
of
those.
those?
I'll hit everyone.
again all the
All those you
rogues
can.
that were
Table?
easy to get.
Can I get the other 2 as well?
I think so, because again with the
That's a
range.
fine table, my man.
Kind of new.
Basically,
Yeah,
with
but where
that
would we
20
steal
foot
a good
radius,
table?
here we go.
I'm a pirate lord. It's also
I want
my
a table.
problem. Where are
Let
we
me
gonna
have one.
steal a good table?
Here we go. 5,
Build
10, or 10, 15, 20. I think you'd just be able to hit these guys.
Okay.
As these ones, again, this one was heading that way, but hasn't got to his turn yet. This one had moved upward, so if it had stayed, it would have been fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll just.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll. How many d6 that?
At 5th level, that's, I believe, 10d6.
10d6. I have 10d6 literally right here.
Oh, perfect. Let's do that.
Don't ask why.
I love 10d6s.
Fireball.
Any particular
Oh no!
Fireball.
Well, that's a 6, so that one counts.
That one.
Did it land in the dice
Just
tray?
fire.
It did land in a dice tray.
Just fire.
I will count.
Again, it's on the floor. I don't count because I'm like, oh, because it's hard to tell. But like
Yeah.
anything in a dice tray, I think
Layer
it's
your
fine.
floors with
Oh.
dice trays, people.
So we got
That's
6
the
down
lesson
there,
of the
so-
story.
Whoa.
Good lord.
That costs a lot of money just for a D&D roll.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
right.
about that? But what if you make
Hard
the
moving.
floor itself a dice tray?
Just,
Oh, yeah, plus 6.
Whoa.
you
Nice
commission
one.
someone to make your whole room
39 fire
You
damage.
just roll on
double to
the
8.
floor.
All of these things, let alone they were hurt by the rogues as they, because again, slashing out, we're starting to leave. All of these trees just boom into flame.
Someone's
Oh, I think that's food. Excellent.
Ding dong.
With that, Phoebus, you are able
Yep.
to throw that in.
I'm gonna be like, alright, and then I will bonus action, just like. Oh, actually, I'll use my bonus action in a second. I'm gonna just like jump back, and the floating disc will float under me, catching me
Yep.
as I've lowered down, and then
Oh.
move the rest of my movement and telekinetic shove, and slowly start running to catch up with them.
Start running. Twitch, I will say,
I haven't had
you
dinner.
guys are out of initiative.
Woo!
Well done. Again, this
I did
was kind of a
nothing.
fun thing to do.
I want to kill something.
Yes. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Since when has there been pineapple on this pizza? Oh well. I like pineapple.
Here's what I will say. You guys are now in the city. What you immediately notice is not anyone seems like perturbed. Like, there's an alarm going off, but you're noticing that most parts are like looking
Oh, sorry.
and just going back to their daily business.
I've seen
as-
bigger fights in Tortuga.
Like, if there was a real big battle breaking out Pirate Cove, it would have to be big. I mean, Pirates are like, we'll probably handle it. We all are down to kill, so we're good. So what you're
DTK,
noticing,
down to kill.
after a moment, Mike staying there, you see Jack is going to look at you just like, oh, thank you, little green one. You've always been a good friend.
Yes.
Well, I guess I will go prepare my grandiose army of myself. And Barbosa,
Farewell, good sir.
as you're saying,
Farewell.
you're
Roll your pineapple.
Captains? Mike, you turn. On their way up, you are seeing Mr. Gibbs, Pinto, Rigetti, and some of the original Black Pearl crew, and they're looking rapidly between Jack to Barbosa. Some are looking at you, Mike, and it's that like, who are you? as these pirates notice, coming forward, and Jack's,
Your captain's returned.
First mate to Benny.
some of these pirates just kind of, come up, and Barbosa, you see Mr. Gibb just, Jack, we heard you were on the shipwreck cove and thought we'd find our way here.
Good to see you again, Mr. Gibbs.
Mr. Gibbs kind of is looking awkward around you, Barbosa.
I mean, the last time they saw me, I had my chest full of lead.
Exactly, it's like so you're not dead, but there's more important
But
things.
fact-
Is that kind of a...
The curse still
As
can
you see-
work.
Jack is sitting there just like, excellent. Well, Hector, it looks like I have my crew, and I have
Now
my
hold
ship,
on.
and you have a
You
crew
have a ship.
and a ship.
They're still. I'm looking at Pintel and Rigetti and Gibbs. I'm
And
like,
they're kind of
like,
looking, on a passive perception, Barbosa. They don't look like they're here for you. As again,
I'm sorry, man.
they
Fair
figured
enough,
it's like
fair
they're
enough.
glad you're alive, but it's that very natural, like, oh, Jack's there, the pearls are, hey, like, it's that when you're a pirate, or I think Nick, it's that more when you're a thief, you know the crews you can run with, and you're not thinking to look for someone who's dead.
Yeah, last time I sailed with them,
Yeah,
we
right?
all got dead.
All got really screwed up. So you're noticing Jack's just like, well, excellent. We'll find our way to fame and glory with Captain Jim Hawkins. I'll see you then.
Aye. And you as well. I'll stretch my hand.
Boom. He gives a clap. Hey, you're all pirates. He'll kill you one day. You'll kill him one day.
Hey, he's already killed me one day. I just
Water
gotta get
under-
revenge.
It's water under the
Exactly.
corpse, right? Like water under the corpse. Because you see, as Jack turns and is, Mr. Gibbs, we need a crew. We need rum. And I have a bit of a craving for ham. And you see Mr. Gibbs, and it starts like right stuff down. As like, Jack's gonna go off with the pearl and
Hold
get
on,
ready
before
for
they
over.
do, I would like to pull aside Pinto and Rigetti and be like, get yourself an eye patch. I say as I'm holding the piece of it. I'm like, get yourself
You
an
see,
eye patch.
he's because, well, I do been eating eye patch. I'm pretty sure the cockroach got in one day. He's been living
Is
in my head.
there a gem in my bag that would? Is like,
What do you think I was looking for the
Yes,
longest time?
you
A magical gem!
If you want to give him a pretty roundish ruby, you totally can.
Yes! Please, my man. That's what I've been looking for the longest
Do the
Yeah.
gemstones that Rhea give us, do they count?
We do. Those are big sapphires.
Those are-
and you do not want to give
You
those away.
probably
Yeah,
don't want to give
That's
those
why
away.
I said,
Yeah,
wait,
because
don't
again,
put
they
the
could
enchantment on all of them.
accidentally
Just one of them, and I
take this
sell
up.
the other.
Yeah, probably don't give him a sapphire.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
forgot.
just take the key.
But Jack and the crew are going to leave.
oh, could
I mean,
yes,
once
yeah.
you use
could I
one of
just
them, the other
stand
one
up
will
on a
become
pedestal and
non-magical
try to
again.
convince a few people to join Jack?
You want
On
to?
his
Yeah,
way
give a quick. Let's call it a persuasion check. Bit of recruiting right here.
Hear me all, everyone. This is Captain Jack Sparrow, and he's in need of a crew. One of the best captains in all of the seas.
I should say so. He managed to best me.
Go ahead, make me a persuasion check as you try. And this is what I'll say is it's taking a moment. So this is how you guys will start catching
Nat
up. If that
20.
makes sense. Natural
Yo!
20.
Wow.
On a nat 20, you
Plus
see
18.
plus 18 again.
Do I still have that plus 4?
Yeah,
Roll the 4
Plus 2, 40.
40.
with the net 20.
A natural rolled 20 to make 40. You see, as you are, all of you are noticing, a lot of pirates come up. You actually see a woman come up. This is Jack Sparrow.
Yes!
Smacks him.
Yes!
And you
Scarlet!
see, a dude walks up, just, you're Jack Sparrow. Boom! Slaps him as well. So after the 5 minutes of slapping from random people, as you did pronounce this man, who doesn't actually have a lot of friends, a lot of pirates, what looks to be a good sizable crew for the Pearl, letting it be fully manned, is down to join Jack. You see Mr. Gibbs is taking names, everything.
Now bring him ham too.
And rum. You mustn't forget the rum.
And
Rum
lots
ham.
of rum.
The rum ham, as it would. You see
Ham battered rum.
Ooh.
Wait.
Jack
Rum battered ham.
hand battered rum. You just cube it and put it gross. What you guys notice is as this
How do you
happens,
play
eventually,
Snap?
well, I'll say, Esmeralda, Phoebus, Nick, and Nemo, you guys have now caught up with the party because Jack and their crew are leaving again, now flocked with people wanting to join, and you guys are all together as a party here in Shipwreck's Cove.
Within the 10 minutes, I still had Bardic as I was catching up.
Yes,
I would
yes,
like to burn that D10 on either a perception investigation or sleight of hand check to just grab a bunch of supplies on my floating disc on the way back.
Excellent,
Sorry,
excellent.
I have one last question. The last of the 4 crew members that were dear to me, do I see him? Dang it!
There was only a few here, if that makes sense, but that's a good thing.
Oh, so what am I
Bootstrap
rolling?
Bill.
Investigation check, I think, is because
That's
you're looking
fine,
for
too.
those specific, like, hey, let's get supplies for everyone, let's get spell components, let's get just whatever. 32. Phoebus, there is something you're going to be able to notice. As you've all gone, and again, Phoebus is that, let's start getting supplies, getting ready. You see a kind of game corner, shall we say, something where you can tell, like, it's technically not a casino because no money goes back to the people that own the place, but you're seeing there's a game corner where it's like card tables, everything, and what you hear is, pull in, 50 gold a person, grand prize, we've got spell cards, we've got supplies, and we have rooms to another dimension never before seen by mortal eyes.
Mike, bring the cash.
We are not spending our money on that.
Here's because Phoebus, what you see
Might be a
specifically,
con man.
being a 30, if you show Mike that the pirates are, this isn't just like a cash price. Like
Yes.
obviously there's a buy-in, but how they're attracting people is you see pirates have put in some of these spell pack cards. They've put in what looks to be like magic items as well.
Oh, I'm competing.
And Mike, what's going to catch your eye? This dude is advertising a mystical land of monsters and doors, rooms to find there, much treasure to be had in this.
You
Yes? Are you in?
have a way there.
Only if you compete and win, my good friend.
That
I will
sounds like
compete
a
and win.
fun
Why don't
game.
you come in?
Done.
As
I would
who-
like. Could I
who
also
would
join?
like to buy in to a game of liar's dice?
No!
Yes! I've actually won this game
As
before.
this is something, Mike, if you get the runes, putting them into the ship, it's going to make it 12 times easier to get there with the ship. It's kind of like a teleportation circle, but again, the runes for the ship would help.
You guys
As well, for anyone, it's getting coin and magical items and
Okay.
stuff, and it's just a 50.
Spells.
It's a 50
5
coin
dice.
buy-in.
No ones are wild.
Everyone's playing.
No, I am not.
Our one's wild.
Esmeralda is not down for
I am not a
gambling.
gambler. and
Turn
you
to
can't
Esmeralda.
have any of
This
my
is a
crystals.
gambling game. This is very much a gambling game.
Okay.
I'm ready for a game.
I'm setting up.
How do you play?
No,
You see this
Nemo.
part?
Nemo,
Oh, it's
no.
very simple, me boy.
We're just gonna roll a d20, right?
Nemo.
This
What?
no,
No,
actually,
you
this
got
is a pirate's dice game of 5 dice.
Gambling money.
That yes, as it's a
Not
pretty
good.
fun. It's an easy game to learn too.
Hey, mind if I toss some of your dice and you're out preparing
Basically,
some
yeah.
cups
If you
for
need
it?
some cups, how this game is played is you roll 5 dice.
You want
The betting
this
goes
to be
around.
yours?
People will say 2 3s, 3 4s. The only real rule is you always have to increase the bet. So obviously, if someone says 3 6s, the next bet has to be 4 of something or higher. If you think someone's lying, you call the person out.
There you go.
But again, anyone can call anyone out.
I'm
There's
gonna have
really
this
no
small
like
slice.
you
I-
don't.
Oh, it's
have
not
to
a
say-
call them out on your
Before, like,
turn?
forever ago.
Yeah, and you don't have to wait until your turn to call someone out. If you
Oh.
think someone's lying, you call them. But if they're not
Go for it.
lying, you
You
lose
can
a
have
dice.
one
If
slice.
you are telling the truth, they
I should have ordered another
You
one,
lose your
I'm
dice.
sorry.
I have dice.
Oh, you have?
You
Do
got
you have
dice?
enough d6?
I have 5.
Oh, you
Um,
have 5. You just need a cup. Got it.
I need a cup.
here's what I will say:
5? You have 5?
I need a cup.
you just need a cup.
Got it.
'Cause
Anybody
again,
else playing who doesn't have 5?
I need a cup, but I have 5.
Oh,
Alright,
you
let's
need a
get
cup,
to the
but you
table,
have 5.
gentlemen.
Got it? You cup, but you have 5. You're not joining. You're joining.
You found my liar's dice game. This is something we might have played with the whole group. It would have been crazy. but
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have been fun.
I
Um,
remember playing at tables like that back in school. That was bad.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, we played gambling games. At
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to begin. I would like everyone again. Is everyone Esmeralda? You're not playing. You're just going to observe though.
Can I observe to see if I see anybody cheating?
Yes, you can. What I'll say is each round, Or each round you can make me.
How long do we
I
have
think
before we
that's
start?
21.
Before everyone gets
Yes.
the game started?
Mhm.
How long before they start the game? Is it gonna be like
It's gonna
10,
be like
15 minutes?
only 3 or something. Again, this is like these rounds are going fast. Like the game does naturally go fast, and so it's the
I was curious if I could ritual cast detect magic before or while we're doing it.
yes.
Ritual cast.
I don't have it
Unfortunately,
prepared.
with the ritual cast detect magic, it would take too long because the 10 minutes that would be taking, there is a significant portion that'll be like hanging my gold, setting it down. And you see, again, the pirates are setting up their own measures too. So Esmeralda, whereas you can actively check, they are. It's like, hey, we all
Okay,
know we cheat
yeah,
here.
but we're not gonna.
We're not gonna try to like screw each other over.
Okay, perfect.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
Everyone, roll your dice. Excellent. And cease. Here we go. Being as the dealer of the game is going to start.
It's the number, right?
The number, yes. This game right now are no wilds. You have, if you begin a game, like if you get called out and have to start the next round, you can choose to say ones are wilds. But that is not a constant rule.
So beginning the game, we don't get
beginning
So
the
it's like
game,
Grump.
Yes. So
Oh, that's complicated.
it's a little,
yes, it
it's
is.
a little bit of a twist with these pirates, where it's like you could have wild, you might not. So the pirates are going to begin, and the dude you are all playing against is going to start off the bit and say 3 5s.
4 1s.
All right.
Dude,
Sorry, how do I play?
cover your stuff.
So
One, two, three,
how you
four,
do this,
5,
Phoebus, is
6.
you're having to try to up the bid. That's the first
Okay.
thing. So,
So-
4 ones, meaning you have to say 4 of anything higher than a 1.
How many
Or
people
you
are
could
playing?
say 5 of a certain
1,
kind.
2,
It's like
3,
pop.
4,
You just
5,
always
6.
have to
Okay.
up the bid.
Oh, only
If
6?
for any
Alright.
reason you think that the number of dice around, like again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right now, if you don't think there's that many dice, you can call out and say you're a liar. Like,
It's like pop.
Okay.
and so, but again, if he's not lying,
30 dice.
then you lose the dice.
All right.
You gotta keep track
Perfect.
of that because
So-
from there
Don't
you
let
can
anyone
dictate
see what you
a
have.
good
I'm not-
bluff.
So I can't go less than 4 though. This is Sam
4
clarifying.
The second someone says 4 of a kind, you can never go lower. But
Okay.
4 of a kind
But
also.
the number's like
The
1,
number
2,
has to be higher.
1 to 6. The
So you
D6.
You
can't
could
say
do 4 twos.
Mm.
It's like if
Four,
you go
threes,
double,
four,
you
four,
have
four,
to
four, four,
keep
four,
it
or
in
it's
both of
5
them.
ones,
it
right?
resets.
Okay.
Change
you
the
could go
face,
5 1s.
add the value,
10
change
ones.
the face
See,
and
like
the
he
value.
did 3 5s, I did 4 1s.
So we're doing everyone's dice together.
Yes, that's where it becomes
Oh,
It's kinda like
that makes
statistics.
way more
It's
sense.
like-
I'm like, I don't have 5 1s.
I
It's like-
I know.
You were looking at me like, you have 5 1s?
Yeah, I was 5 1s.
5
Okay.
ones, okay.
9 1s.
9 ones. Okay.
10 1s?
You see a pirate's gonna go liar. Everyone show your dice. I have no ones.
I have no ones.
No
I
one?
have 2.
2,
I have 2.
2,
I have 3.
None.
3. That makes 7 ones, meaning Nemo, you lose one of your dice.
Yeah.
Roll again. So Nemo will actually begin. Again, if you lose the round, you start. And so Nemo, this is where you then
guys
have the
didn't have to
opportunity
do
to say,
ones, you could do
hey,
any
ones
I know.
are now
I
wild.
just, if you were calling them
Yeah.
ones.
But
And
You
saying
don't
ones
have
are
to do
wild
ones,
makes
you
it
can
really
do
crazy.
Yeah.
I played before.
He's playing Nemo though.
Yeah.
They had a full
I
room
like
for this
it.
at the
Again, you
junior
can
high.
roleplay as much as you want into this,
Hey,
but
hey,
it is
hold
still
on.
the game.
How is a
Nick
fish?
can play.
jiggling
I'm a
in
lost
cup?
boy. I know some mischief.
I know, Gabe.
Ratbird's doing it for him.
Ratbird
Yeah.
is sitting. Squawk, squawk! Whatever that means.
He's
Ones-
just flying around
ones
the
can
table.
be
and-
wild.
Ones are now wild this game. Alright. Okay. So, Nemo, what is the starting bid?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
4 4s.
I get that reference.
4 4s. 4 for 4. Anyway, Barbosa,
5 3s.
6 4s.
9 4s. It's not
I'm gonna go.
worth it to call any of our
10
players
fours.
liars, as long as only one
Not
of
really,
us
because
wins.
again, you're trying to like.
he can shoot us.
You guys could all
Team
play
up.
to win, team up, but it's that still
You have to play against each other at one point.
play against each other at some point, and again, whoever wins gets the items.
That's true.
So,
10 4. No, what was the number you said for
9
Samson?
fours.
10 fours.
Colin Meyer,
Alright, so
I
10
have
fours.
and
I
the
have
ones.
fours. I have
You said they were wild?
And ones,
Yes, ones
counting
are
ones
wild.
as well.
ones are wild. So
So I have
how-
3.
3.
4, 5, 6, 7,
10.
8, 9, 10,
14.
12, 13, 14.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
understood the game.
Phoebus,
So you
you
lost
gain,
one of
or
yours.
you lose 1 dice.
I lose 1 dice?
Because
No.
he called.
Oh.
There was more than 10.
There was more. No, having more than 10 is okay. Because you're just saying there's no way there's 10 or less.
Yeah, I called the 10 4.
He lost.
You
it.
called 10 for
He
you
called
lost.
it.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
sorry,
I was like, wait,
Um,
I'm so
for
confused.
some reason, I was thinking half is
I was like, ah!
Mike, you begin the game. Any wilds?
There's no mind games. until
Fours
the
are
game
wilds.
ends.
4s are wild. All right. Starting bit.
What was that
3
body
threes.
roll?
Nemo.
8 5s.
Nemo.
What did you say was wild?
4s.
Okay.
Okay.
8 6s.
I'm still a little confused.
8 6s, 4s are wild. Okay. 9 6s.
Yeah, 10 6s.
12 6s.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay.
Someone call liar, please.
11 6s.
And
I
we're gonna
said
call
12
that.
6s.
Liar!
Oh, 12 or 12
Oh,
6s. It
12.
has to be higher.
Oh, 13.
Liar!
Yeah, we
No, I
call
said
them
12.
13.
Here are
Who's
3
calling-
right
who's
here.
calling it?
I have
4s
nothing.
are wild.
I think
2.
Mike officially
one.
either one.
You
So
guys
the
show
the
you-
pirate dude called one.
Pirate Dude officially called it before.
So count.
have
Oh,
one.
sorry, we're doing
One.
6s. This was
6s and 4s are wild.
4s are wild.
I
So.
saw-
One,
I
1 2 3
2,
4
3,
5
5.
Never mind.
There's 5 here.
5 here,
So-
5 there.
10.
Had
So
none.
10.
What?
So Mike, you lose a dice.
I keep my dice. Wait. Can I take my dice? That.
Oh, you cheat!
Hey, that
They're
was
killing you.
Ian having a goof up.
You're
You
good,
gotta
you're
understand mine.
Okay,
They're pointing.
Mike, you begin the game. Any
Hmm?
wilds?
They're all pointing. No.
Any wilds?
Twos.
Choose your wild. Starting bit.
Liar!
1 4.
my guy.
You
Statistics.
are too honest for your
Nemo.
own good.
1 5.
Excellent.
Good job, Nemo.
Yeah.
4, 1 5.
3 5s.
I don't even remember what was wild. 2s?
5 4s.
5 4s. 2s are wild. You said 5 4s.
5
Okay,
4s.
all these numbers are blasting my brain.
Yeah, I
'cause
know,
didn't
it's-
start playing until like.
That's why this is a crazy game to play.
You said 5 4s.
5 4s, yes.
Okay.
2s are wild.
Okay, yeah. It's 7 4s.
10 4s.
Hmm. Interesting.
11 4s.
I'm gonna call that. You are a liar.
11. I lean down to Nemo and I'm like, I will kill everyone here if I don't get these runes. 11 4s.
11 4s.
Open up your pockets, boys.
Open up
twos
and
are
hold
wild?
up the number of how many 4s you 2s are wild.
What is
1,
that mean?
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
I was safe.
So close.
I was exactly on.
I full bluffed. I'm like, I want to be 4s, but I guess.
Oh, wait,
we're
you
doing
said
ones.
11 4s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
I can
one-
do it right.
You lost 3.
Yeah.
How tragic.
Because he always jumps to the highest freaking number
I
he
know.
possibly
I
can.
know. I love it. Here we go, Mike.
What's wild?
Once again, what if there's any wilds and
No wilds.
no wilds? Okay. Starting bit.
2 3s.
Wow.
3 5s.
Okay.
4 5s.
5 5s.
7 5s.
8 5s.
What? What number did you do?
8 5s.
This guy's a bitch.
8 6s.
I went one higher than you.
Interesting. 8 6s.
Yeah, but I gotta blame someone.
9 5s.
Liar. Bluff.
Oh,
9 5s. Open up your pockets, boys.
So who's claiming the bluff?
Me.
Okay.
I did
Oh, wait.
0.
Well, we both
On
said
who?
it.
technically Mike said it first.
Ah.
That is how this game works. Is
0
whoever says it.
5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5s only. Because you get no wild this time. So
Hey, back.
all right, Nemo. Any wilds?
6s are wild.
Interesting.
1 6.
So
You're saying one wild on the entire board.
one,
Yes.
there must be a wild. I like it. 1 6.
So you can bet wilds.
Liar!
3 6s.
3 6s. Interesting. 4 3s.
6 1s.
8 3s.
8 4s.
Right here. We just boom boom fa. Yeah, it didn't make sense.
8 6s.
8 6s, Nemo. All right, Barbosa.
We can work together, guys.
You can, but again,
You're
he
not
who
being
wins,
helpful.
He who wins
That's true.
gets the
These
stuff
are the
first.
two that need to ramp
Is
it
this
up really
Phoebus
high.
not being
Right
helpful
before
or
it gets
Sam
going.
Here's
being
8
That's
6s
us
was the
not
last
being
bid on
helpful.
Barbosa. Yeah, I'm playing the Pirates very neutral.
Yeah.
But this is
9 1s.
Lies.
no ones.
I have
Wait.
1
Oh,
6.
and counting the wild 6s.
I gotta
Wow.
say.
So
Wait,
1, 2,
why did
3,
I call
4,
lie on
5,
that? I have
6,
3.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Oof.
That was kind of just.
You're good. I didn't have any. That's what I was going to call a few hits.
Yeah, that was
You could have let the pirates go.
yeah.
All right. But Nick, you now get to start again. It's because
All right.
having
Any
lost-
wilds?
Any wilds?
Yeah. Let's go with 3s and 5 5s.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So 3s are wild.
3s are wild.
Yes.
5 2s.
5 2s. Okay.
Magic
Threes
bluff.
are
You are
7
not
5s.
7 5s. Interesting.
3s are wilds. And 3s are wilds, right?
Yeah.
5s. So 9 5s.
Oh. 9 6s.
Oh, baby.
10 6s.
2s are wild, correct?
3s are wild.
3s are wild.
My knees.
I know, right?
I'm sorry,
That's
how
not
many
like-
dice are there
How many
total
chairs?
now?
My knees.
Yeah. Let me. You know what? Screw how many total dice are on the board. Let's play this by gut intuition.
So 3s are wild,
Here,
and
take
you
one.
said how many?
We can share it.
He said-
He said 10.
10 6s.
Yes.
Oh, liar. All right.
Great.
I didn't have any.
3s are
I
wild.
was really going for the
1
5.
wild.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Guys, I've been rolling so many
Barbosa
saves.
loses. I think, yeah,
I am the consistency to our chaos.
I
As
don't
Vegas
ever
is.
get, so I'm like, all right, I'll just go in with
Yep,
what you
this
guys
is
are
the
saying.
lawful character
Here we go.
among the chaos.
Barbosa, you lost any wilds?
3s are wilds.
3's wilds. Starting bids?
4 5s.
4 5s. 5 2s.
7 5s.
8 6s.
And 2s are wild.
3s are wild.
3s are wild. Interesting.
9 6s.
Okay.
10 2s.
11 6s.
And liar. I have.
Oh wait, that
3.
was
11 6s.
Counting 3s is wild.
Counting 3s is wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ah! I should have
Very
said
close.
10
I was
sixes.
feeling it. I'm like, ooh, but 11 sixes. Barbosa needs another. Real quick, as we made it, I think about half game. Everyone, hold up how much dice you have, just to make sure everyone understands. 5, 4, 5, 2, 3. You lost twice. So
Oh,
you should
right,
only have 3.
3.
Yeah, because that was your second loss. 6, 8, 18. So 22 dice remaining. Again, everyone always is allowed to understand that. Okay, Barbosa, you lost a round. What's the bit?
No wilds.
No wilds. Okay.
Interesting.
Except for Nick.
Nick.
Ah.
Har, har.
Wild here.
4 2s.
Interesting. 42. No wilds and 4 2s. I will then say 4 4s.
9 twos.
Did you jump it up so much?
Liar. I have 0 2s.
0.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many twos did you have?
9.
Yep. Nick loses 1. Nick, you start. Any wilds?
Yeah. Ones are wild.
Okay.
10 ones.
Ha!
Oh no.
And 2s are wild.
Pour me a
Ones are
drink.
Wild.
1s are wild. And how many did you say again, real quick?
10.
10 2s?
10.
10 ones.
10
With the ones
wilds.
being wild. Interesting.
All
All right.
hand.
I forget.
Liar.
All right. I have 2 ones.
0.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Nick, don't do this.
This is Logan saying
Yeah, I get
Maybe, I don't know.
always
Maybe he has
get
a
ham
good
stuff
brain
and called
plan.
liar on the pirate.
Ones are wild.
How many?
10 sixes.
All right.
Liar.
Wilds, ones being wild now. That is. Gosh, and only 1 dice left.
Twos are wild. 1 1.
Interesting.
5 1s.
2s are wild.
6 1s.
7 1s.
8 1s.
Liar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. That's lost one. They didn't have any work, so I thought I would say that. But now the pirate gets to begin. We're gonna say 1s are wild. 5 6s.
6 twos.
7 4s.
7 5s.
7 6s.
8 4s.
8 4s with 1s being wild. With only
I mean-
20 dice left.
There's a good chance of people getting 1s. There's a good chance of people getting 4. You were confident enough on voting on 4s, so so ergo you must have 4s, and you're confident enough that other people have enough 4s. Thus, safe bet.
8 4s.
He was
Well,
confident in 4s.
I'm going to say 8 6s.
Liar. I have none.
And 1s are wild?
1s are wild.
It's 7.
Damn. Barely. Well done.
I was confident in 5s. Exactly. That was a good playoff. So that way he thinks he's good.
No wilds. 1 2.
3 4.
1 3.
1 3.
5 3s.
I got it.
Okay.
6 3s.
7 3s.
8 3s.
And the liar. With no wilds.
You guys
2,
better have
1, 2,
enough.
3, 4, 5 6.
How dare you?
Barbosa.
How are you betting on 3s if you don't have it? You guys are keep ranking up the 3s, so I thought you guys had
I
enough.
have 3 of them.
I had enough.
Alright, what are our wilds?
Barbosa. Any wilds?
1s are wild.
Interesting. Okay.
2 5s.
2 sixes.
Okay. 5 sixes. Sorry, can I do 4 sixes?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, 4
4
sixes.
5 fours. I believe 4 is the number. Yes, 5
Yes,
fours.
5 fours.
6 twos.
And ones are still wild.
6 fours.
You wish to be that high. 7 fours. Mike's throwing shade now.
Liar. 7 fours plus wilds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly.
Yes.
Well done.
We're screaming them now, boys. That was Sam, not Phoebus. Not jinxing it.
Okay. No wilds. 1 6.
2 sixes.
4 twos.
5 fives.
Can I insight to see what this guy's betting?
This is all
playing a
natural.
game.
insight.
This is
Ah,
this is
this is
all.
a la natural. If you can
Au
insight
natural.
him off of your brain space, then
I know
do it.
time's playing.
6 threes.
7 twos.
7 twos. With ones, or excuse me, with no wilds and 7 twos. I'll call away.
Do I know this guy from my past? He must have a vendetta against me.
7 twos.
Well, it's more by the time you get there, he
It's-
must call it or she's
Exactly.
mad.
So can you someone take the heat off of me? I have none.
You have none? That's a loss for you, because he had none also. You
Yeah.
have 1 dice left? Recount. So 1, 1, he has 2.
I have 5.
Okay. Only 2. Pirate's been whittled down over the past couple rounds. Barbosa, you get to start.
We're
Any wilds?
One's a wild.
Okay.
How many dice were there total?
I have 2 left. He has 5. 1, 3.
14.
I'm throwing off our averages.
14.
14.
And ones are wild.
Mm-hmm.
4 sixes.
5 sixes.
You said 4 sixes?
Yes.
Alright. 6 sixes.
Do you want to take shifts?
8 sixes.
One's being wild.
Yes.
Liar.
Thank goodness.
3.
Damn. All right. All right. The pirate's down to last, and just to let you know, down to the last dice, this pirate will have like kind of like a 3 resistant kind of ledger. It's that because there's more pirates
more
than just
yeah.
me, but to help make sense, I'm down to 1, but when I lose 1 die, I'll
You'll
have
have
3
3
more
lives.
in, because
Yeah.
it's the equivalent of other pirates who are playing.
3
using
other
them.
pirates who have
Just to
1
make it
dice,
not like
or
a
3
giant
other
game where I'm
pirates who
rolling
are
like
at
20
full.
dice
yeah.
in front of me and I can see them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This pirate's going to begin,
Oh, there you go. Life hack.
Like that.
say, no wilds, 1 6.
2 ones.
5 fives.
6 fives.
6 sixes.
That is more than
6 sixes with no wilds. Okay.
bluff. 6
Oh.
sixes. No
No.
wilds.
I have 1.
0 0 0 0. Nemo,
I
use
had
the dice.
3 fives.
I was trying.
I was gonna get called out if I continued.
I was
Correct.
trying to bait
How many
him.
times did you
He was
have?
gonna say
He
something
was
like
gonna
that.
call it
I
on
had
me if I
3.
did
Fives.
anything
Oh, I
above
had-
that, because anything
fives I
above
had.
that is more than half of the
You
dice.
you get to check the
Two
five.
of you need to ramp it up.
Like, we were set for 5.
That's what I was trying to do.
And Nemo, do we have any wilds?
6s are wild.
Okay.
5 threes.
Okay.
6 threes.
7 threes.
You're out?
No.
Oh. With 7 threes? Liar.
All right. 6 7 exactly.
7.
You're the safest one.
I know.
Safe, yeah, safe is
I'm the
one.
safe bet.
Timothy has no dice.
That makes Phoebus. Any wilds?
Ramp it up.
5s are wild.
Ooh, interesting. 5s are wild.
4 6s.
Okay.
5 6s.
5 6s.
6 6s.
7 6s.
Call. 4s are wild.
5s are wild.
5s are wild. Excuse me. 1 2 3 4 5 6.
6s. You said 7.
Ah!
Barbosa, you are out.
I'm glaring at my
Barbosa is out. So going the order, so the pirates will begin because when someone goes out, the next person that goes.
Any wilds?
No wilds. 1 6.
Wait, but I lost.
How
Well,
many?
is that when someone loses it?
How many dice does everyone have?
Oh yes. So there's 1 2 3 4 5 6.
I'm in the
7, 8,
bullying
10.
corner between the
10,
child
yeah.
and the pirates.
This doesn't work. Nemo goes, oh,
And you said 1 6?
You're like, I'll go higher. I'm like,
1 6.
my
no
brother,
wilds.
my brother and Tiger Lily,
2 6s.
stop.
4 6s.
You're next, Nemo.
5 6s.
Call on 5 6s.
Oh no.
What was wild?
None.
No.
The pirate said none.
Darn it.
Made 6s and didn't have 6.
I didn't know if I was supposed to say
You're
6
still in there,
or
right?
something.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say something.
So there's 9 dice left. Mike, you begin the game.
1s are wild.
1s are wild.
3 2s.
Okay.
4 3s.
The 1's being wild, 4 3s. 5 2s.
Liar.
Right.
Ooh, close. 1 down, 2 to go, and the pirates will be out.
You're still at 9 dice total.
Still on 9 dice roll, yes. It's the unfortunate, it's that legendary resistance kind of vibe.
Alright, pirates, do we have any wilds?
Yes, there will be no wilds.
Okay.
He likes that.
1 4.
What I have?
No, that's a very fair, yeah.
No wilds, 1 4.
2 2s.
4 4s.
Call.
Oh!
Yes,
That
yeah.
was such a good.
That was clever. I
8
was
dice.
feeling a little
that one-
anxious with that one.
I'm diluting the dice pool, though. So it's easy.
Look at you, Nemo.
But Phoebus,
Trust
you
me,
get
your
to
bad
begin the
calls.
round. Any wilds?
You kept breaking it up when I couldn't play off the heat.
5s are wild.
5's a wild.
3 5s.
Okay.
4 5s.
Okay.
4 wilds.
5 6s.
Call.
Oh!
Yeah!
That's actually 6
That's
6.
6 6s. Down to the last one.
Yeah, Nemo!
Well done. And Nemo, you successfully called him, so he will begin the game. No wilds, 1 6.
2. Give me a second.
You're good.
You said what?
No wilds, 1 6.
2 4s.
3 4s.
4 3s.
5 1s.
Call.
Seven
I do.
7 dice on the board.
7 dice left. Any wilds?
3s are wild.
I told you it'd be.
1 3.
3's are wild with 1 3. 2 3s.
What was wild?
Threes. And we're on 2 threes.
3 2s.
3 6s.
Okay.
4 5s.
4 6s.
4 6s.
Out.
I told you it'd be you next, you big mouth.
We got one more on the pirates,
No
guys.
more on the pirates, but it's getting down.
Who starts with Nemo?
That's the
Pirates
pirates.
again.
Six
Because again,
total
whoever gets
dice.
out,
I
it just
told
goes
you
in
it'd
order.
be you. It's always this hard.
Pirates are
Because
gonna
you guys keep
start.
racking it up right before them.
No wilds. And 1 5.
1 6.
3 6s.
4 6s.
Call. That's 1 out for Mike.
He's out.
And I'm out.
5 dice.
5 dice for me. Pirates begin again. Pirates begin by saying no wild. 1 5.
2 1s.
3 1s.
Call. Well done.
Now it's between Nick and Phoebus for who gets all the loot.
Who gets the loot?
Now this is
So it's you who starts. So
You start. The pirates got out. The last pirate losing their bet
How
draws
many
out.
dice do you have?
3.
3.
No wilds.
No wilds.
1 1. 2 6s.
Call.
Yeah, because all it takes when you're up by
Wait, did
2.
you just win?
Yeah.
Phoebus has won the game of Liar's Dice
Yeah!
The guard, the captain of the guard, won at a
betting game.
betting game.
Well done. As again,
How
cheers
dare
are
you
up.
keep racking up the bets right in front of us, son.
It wasn't
and
like
here's
it was
what I
my
will say,
fault.
Phoebus,
I had to do something.
if you want, because again, it's a 50 gold
Yeah.
buy-in.
Waited.
Yeah.
Because most of those you
But by being a member of the party,
I'm not gonna call my own
if you want, you could just redivide out, and then choose out of the loot you're about to get what to keep. in
Oh,
mind.
yes.
I'll divide the loot out. However, I'm gonna give all the gold to Mike because he's our treasurer at the moment.
Right? 'cause
And
Mike
the
was-
portal.
Well, it's, yeah, it's not like
Oh
Mike,
yeah, he's getting the runes.
Mike paid us the way, so you're just getting the money back. Again, if you didn't lose to the pirates, right? As long as someone won, it's really good stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
Well done. Here we
That
go.
was fun.
What's the
Okay, there was a time I used this as
I
a
want
Phoebus.
something for
DM.
Isabel. Like, she doesn't have anything.
They were
you
betting
can buy.
against the god of luck.
Here we go.
They won.
You guys got some good stuff. First of all, there is a rune tablet. Mike, you know this is carved upon metal from your home plane. And these are the rune coordinates, so to speak, where if you were to make a teleportation circle, or in your case, basically carving them into the meridian, helps give a coordinate access to get to this plane. Here we go.
Yeah, that goes straight to Mike.
That goes straight to Mike. These are some rare items.
Woohoo!
Yeah, boy.
So I'll add them all to my inventory, then I'll divvy them out.
Yes.
Okay, now what are they?
So he can pick first.
Well, I mean, I did win.
Of course. Yes, of
Um,
course.
here
It wasn't
we
a
go.
complaint. Of course, of course. It was,
But if any of them happen to have nice feathers, I would like to.
Here we go.
Can't blame the guy for fashion.
Out of rare magic items.
Just part of the clothing, like
Here
nice
we go.
feathers.
I'm just finding
started
my
a
list.
collection.
Here we go.
Peacock.
this was
Whale.
Mike could polymorph you into a bird, and then you can take the feather.
There we go. Here we go.
Turn into my flesh once those.
I'm just trying to find my
My own
list.
flesh in a cap now, that would strike fear. Blackbeard setting himself on fire.
I thought I had it
It's under
saved
Florence.
under.
Florida man sets his
Um,
nose fire to
for
scare
pirate
off trespassers.
Cove. Here
take
we
a-
go. Pirate Cove. Oh, I saved it under Pirate Cove, not my magical items. Here we go. What you get, first of all, is what is called the Rapier of the Assassin. This magical item deals 1d8, but the bearer may add 1d4 poison damage to all attacks made during surprise rounds. It's not great, but it's helpful.
I got a +1 already.
I don't have any magic
Yeah,
items.
Give it to you.
guys.
I have a +1 sword. Give it to her.
So Esmeralda, when you get a surprise round on something, you can start adding in
Okay.
poison damage to any attack you're making.
Yeah.
That
It's like-
includes magic ranged attack too. It's basically just by having this item, you get to add a d4 of poison damage to your attacks.
Give it to her.
So it doesn't
please.
have to be
I've
the
got-
sword, but the
I've
only
got a
downside being
gun.
it's when you
So, like-
surprise someone. It's called the Rapier of the Assassin for that reason.
I've got
Which-
American logic. I've got a
Is
gun.
sneak attack considered surprised?
Not normally.
That's
Surprise
kind of
only.
strange to me.
It's a stranger. Not all of these are like rare. Some there's a variety. That's why I'm telling you. Here we go.
But it's a +2 weapon, right?
No,
No.
it is just a normal weapon.
But it is magical.
So it overcomes resistance.
Here we go. Ba-ba-ba-bum. All right. Yep. Next up, there was a bag of beans.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Love
this
the
is
bag of beans.
Great
Bag of
magic item.
beans!
What's that?
A bag of beans is basically it's kind of like when you're talking like bag of holding. It's inside are a certain amount of beans. If you dump the contents, they explode 10-foot radius. Each creature must make dex saves, and then you roll an effect like things can pop out of the beans. I actually
Is
have
that
to.
an action, or would I be able to use it with fast hands?
We
Using a
don't
magic
usually-
item
you could
is
fast
an
hands.
ability
Yeah.
relating
Yeah,
to
you could fast hands
beef roast.
object interaction.
Bag of beans to Nick.
Here we go. The bag is going to
Bag of
hold.
beans.
Ooh, that's a lot of threes. Nick, there are 12 beans inside. Well,
You
it's
pull out a
basically,
bean to throw it to give the effect.
or you could dump it all and do all 12 at once,
Ah.
because each one is 5d4 fire damage.
Oh,
And if you remove a bean from the bag, plant it in dirt and sand, it will, produce an effect if you're planting them. So you can either throw them to do fire damage, or you could plant them, and then there's a whole table of like what might come out of it.
You said 33?
12.
Kick a little hole in the
Only
dirt and
12
just
beans?
toss it
Only
in.
12 beans.
So I can best thing I could dump them all and get a 3-ounce round.
Yes, or no. So what it would be is, if you were to dump them all out, you would do 60 d4 fire damage in a 10-foot radius around you,
Okay.
including yourself. But if you were like take them all and throw them all at once, with your fast hands there.
bag of beans.
But it's
Make
the,
it-
But put it in a fire.
if
So
you
make
were
a
to
bean
take a
gun.
bean and plant
Bean
it
gun.
Plant it.
within a minute, that's where I roll on a table, and it could do a lot of stuff, right? Like a geyser of water or juice or something. Like a geyser might appear, a tree and sprout might appear, shriekers, bright toads. On a 100, a beanstalk sprout grows. Right? There's a lot it could do. That makes the second. Here we go. Ba-ba-ba-bum. The next up is a portable hole.
Yeah, mine.
It's
I'll
6
hold
feet
it.
diameter. Basically, a quick little extra-dimensional space.
As if so, we could make a black
Wait,
hole.
if you hold it in your bag, wouldn't everything just fall out then?
Yeah. So be careful not to put this into a bag of holding. But yes, like having this, you can make a
But
6-foot
in a
hole.
black holding, you make a black hole.
And
Firework. Bag of holding black hole.
Yes!
I-
Black hole firework!
the beans, the assassin blade.
That's gotta
Um,
be your special
the
band.
back hole.
Nah, I got a better one.
And the final.
I've got
thing
no ideas for mine.
that you are.
That was a joke.
Yeah. A necklace of fireballs. This only has 5 beads remaining,
Okay.
but each bead will detonate a 3rd level fireball spell when thrown. You can hurl multiple beads or even the whole necklace at once, and it's another level above for each bead beyond the first.
I think you should have extra.
Meaning,
I might take those beads off and put on something else.
in theory, you
each
can. It's
1,
just
2,
then
3,
like trying
4,
to like
5,
make
6,
sure.
you
Okay,
never
we
mind,
each
there's
have
not 5
one.
of us.
Okay. I have an extra bead.
You what?
I have a necklace of fireballs.
Oh.
Nick got a necklace of fireballs from the rogue party.
So don't give it to
hold
him.
on to.
I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, and yours is a full necklace. Keep in mind.
What else did you get
Wait, really?
from
Yeah.
I thought I was told I only had one charge left.
No, it has one symbol of a cherry on it for the cherry bomb fireball.
Right.
It's got 9 beats for it.
But if you want the cherry bomb fireball.
If you want the cherry bomb, you throw it all at once, and it does a 9th level fireball spell. Or excuse me, better than that, because
I would have
it
been
deals
using it
9
had I
third level
known.
fireball.
I thought
yeah.
I only had one.
Yes. Important to note, Nick's got a full set. I'm so sorry, I didn't do a good job explaining that. earlier. So they said, "Ooh, I've got fire."
Their signatures?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you
Contenders
get
for the
is the necklace, the portable
He's gonna
hole,
keep it.
the
Okay,
rapier, the assassin's rapier, and of course the bag of beans.
Bag of beans.
Okay.
As well as, I assume Phoebus, you would like to open the wizard pack.
Yes, that's what I'm here for.
That was kind of the big thing. I'm going to do a quick roll, see how many packs there were. There were 2 packs. So we
Portable
will.
hole, necklace of fireballs, the runes, and then the rapier.
So we go.
I'm thinking necklace fireballs goes to Nemo.
If it's
Yes.
all large.
Give
Yes,
Nemo, because
actually.
Nemo, you could basically load it and like slingshot them from your bowl, just kind of like put them on and
Could
like.
we
whoop.
put him in his bowl and they wouldn't go off? Like as
Well,
pebbles?
Nemo or,
It's like what it
I
would be
think
is
Barbosa,
Nemo.
'cause he
You
doesn't
could
have
keep them, yes, as like
a lot.
pebbles in your bowl,
Wait,
but
who?
then it's like you're
Oh
using
yeah,
an
right. I
action
have
to
no spell
swim
slots.
them up to your bowl and like using
Yeah.
the mechanism Gusto, but
You
you
only have him doing everything.
fire them.
I
If that
know,
makes
but
sense.
if he needs it.
I have
What about the
2
portable
spell
hole?
slots.
Multiple versatility.
Here we go.
We're gonna
Whereas
get the
Nemo can
portable
do a
hole.
bunch already.
He only
To
has
Nemo?
buff stuff.
I have 1 insect plague.
One.
We are starting.
Baby.
I have
Phoebus,
1 spell slot.
you
that is
got
second
a
level.
3rd level spell.
Ooh.
Got a bit of a better roll there.
If it's good for war, I'm gonna go eat crap because that will speed up my
Counterspell.
production.
You got
I
counterspell?
already have a counter spell, so I can
Yes.
give this to someone.
You can give that to someone else
If
Can
there
I
is.
learn
if they
it?
need it. So
Is it on the
counterspell is
list?
something that only sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards may learn.
Warlocks.
Phoebus, you get a
Would you
2nd
want
level
one of your
spell.
slots to go to counterspell?
If I
ooh,
ever run into Teodop, I can borrow.
the 2nd level spell that you get is Acid Arrow.
Ooh, I don't have that one yet.
Don't have that one.
Is it Mel's acid or just acid?
Um,
Mel's Acid Arrow is the exact same thing.
and
Acid
finally,
Arrow.
another
Not
level
copyright.
2 spell. A bit better. For invisibility.
I have that as well.
The second pack.
But if he needs it, will be
It's only a 1st level. Dear Lord. Alarm. Again. I know what that number
Wait.
means.
What
A
if
first
just the
level
specter
spell.
of Teodalma picks up the alarm card
Guiding
and
missile.
he's just like,
Um,
you promised me.
I didn't promise or anything. I just don't need it.
A first level detect magic.
Oh, I
think you
also
already have
that. Yep.
As
They can get back some
ooh,
clerics.
you just pulled one of the god cards. Here
What?
we go.
Ninth level.
No, excuse me. They
Bad.
only
They
go
only go
up
to
to
5.
5th.
I got a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Yes, this is. There's very, very few 5th
I know. I
levels.
thought the max was 4.
Yes,
So
these
this
are
is
the
news to
god.
me.
If you get,
That's
excuse me,
sick.
I rolled a 95 exactly, which means you will get the first of the level 5s.
Because they're 5.
Be something he doesn't have.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling it. You get the spell.
Lord Howard. Yo, Mom.
No, this isn't the right list. 1 second. I'm like, these are just all my level 5s. I'm like, that's not right.
You can get
going
awakened
one, two, three, four.
creatures.
There we go.
Creation is a cool one.
Telepathic bond.
I haven't taken that one yet, but I was planning on it the next level.
You can now have it for free. Telepathic bond is great
Oh,
because again,
we're good.
when you may forge a telepathic link up to 8 creatures, because until the spell ends for an hour, you can all speak to each other for free in your minds. Basically, make a mind link.
Yep.
Just
Alright.
our chat, just.
So, you want a counter spell?
I'm willing.
Oh yeah, I'll give you the counter spell.
Barbossa's
Who
gonna
can
take-
learn invisibility?
It's also in the warlock.
It's a couple people, yeah. So you've
You
got
guys.
I don't think I do.
bards, sorcerers, warlocks,
Well, because
wizards, and
I-
artificers.
Okay.
No,
The big
give that to
thing,
the
though
Gustav.
with the spell cards is why they're so good for wizards is wizards have to learn every spell in the spell list separately, whereas every other class has access to every spell in the spell list on their spell list.
They just do.
So
Wizards
you
have-
already have access to counterspell. You just have to prepare it and level it.
Oh yeah.
No. Warlocks, it's at a level. Yeah, at a level up, you have to
At
swap
a level
out
up, you
for
have to
stuff.
swap it out.
Um,
Whereas anyone else can get it on. So I'm actually gonna hold on to the cards.
Wait, do you
Okay.
have counterspell, Mike?
It's
I think
on his
this-
spell list though.
it's so
Oh,
like
is it?
on your next level up, you could take it.
I
It's
get
just
two.
by getting it now would be helpful.
It would
Same with
be.
like invisibility.
Would
Like,
that work though with how their spellcasting works?
I will in this game. Yes, it just
Okay.
takes more time. Wizards again, it's like an hour per spell, and especially if you're divinatory or other kinds of wizards, even faster. Other people, it takes a bit of downtime to learn, which is the only downside.
Which is why I only have second level slots right now.
I
If
have-
we level
couldn't
up,
even
I
do
was
standard
gonna
fifth
take
level.
third level.
Oh, okay.
So
You don't have
could. I have up to 5th level, so learning counterspell could be.
Counter.
really
Wait,
useful.
you have counterspell and invisibility, which.
Counterspell,
good
invisibility,
counterspell.
detect magic, and
Alarm.
alarm are the ones I'm not taking.
Apparently, alarm is like when you pull a Bidoof from a Pokemon pack. And you're
Bidoof
like,
is
well, they're
God,
cute,
don't
but
tell
I
me
already have
otherwise.
5.
So counterspell, who wants invisibility?
I'm away.
Invisibility,
Invisibility.
alarm.
I already have it.
I can take alarm.
Yeah.
I love it. Nemo's gonna take alarm.
In case anybody opens his bowl. it just,
Anyone
like,
want
screams
detect
at them.
magic?
Nemo, you can't learn alarm. That's one of the few off your
Is
spells.
detect
Hilarious,
magic
never
on the
Alarm
mind.
is
warlock
only
list?
artificers, rangers, and wizards. So you could give it to Gusteau, because
I'll give
alarm
it
would
to
probably be
Gusteau.
pretty helpful for him.
Is detect magic in the warlock list?
I will quickly
I
tell
think
you.
it is.
They can cast it.
Oh, also
on
necklace of
command with
fireballs
the,
that has the 5 charges. going to you.
Bards, clerics, druids, paladins, rangers, sorcerers, wizards. Warlocks cannot learn detect magic.
But
That
they
might
can
be
cast
better.
it for free.
You can, yeah.
With
If
an
you get an
invocation.
invocation, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna
Which is somewhat better.
Much better. You can spam cast it
Alright.
as an action.
At which point,
Five
the divvying goes out again. All the pirates had a raucous time. This was fun. Even when they lose, they're like, I was more just playing to like screw people over. I wasn't trying to win.
Yeah, and
For
then
you,
everybody's just like,
And the next card.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Huge, like, SP. This is
level
pulling,
5.
yeah.
I didn't even know they made those.
pulling a god card. They only made like 15 of them, and there's only 5 of them, 3 of each.
There's
Like,
just a bunch of nerds sitting at a table. Oh!
the nerd pirate
Pirate
wizards.
nerds
Wait,
exist.
wasn't
Yeah.
there
How
like
else do you describe this?
word of dimension to a different nerd, like a dork?
Yeah, I
Oh,
hear those microphones.
That's, yes, the glyphs.
Oh.
Mike has the glyph runes now that can be
I-
carved into the ship.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna start walking that way. To,
As in, yes, if you guys want now to head to the ship, you can go start prepping the ship for interplanar travel.
I'm gonna go talk to Tiger Lily and just double check, like, hey, like,
I like that.
Do
this
you need
is.
help communicating?
I mean, I feel like I've talked to her in the room before, so
Have you?
yeah.
This is showing you. Have you actually? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
When Sully came
Um,
back.
Oh,
Here's
that's
what I will
right.
say real
That's
quick.
right.
I just knock on the door and I'm like, hey,
I need you 5 to roll me perception checks while Mike's doing this.
Is that?
I still don't know.
Yes, complete feats.
I'm just like, hey, we have these runes that if I just wanted
Can I
to double
use my
check with you if we're able to either carve them in or
Wait, should
paint
I
them
also make a
on
perception?
to the ship so that we can then use astral sea travel to go to my home and help
You
my
see
friends.
no response, but you look over, Mike. There is a tool of woodworking and burning set on the table next to you suddenly.
I grab it and I'm like, thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, passive 21.
Pass 21.
I just had a question.
Yes.
Nemo was taken by divers.
Yeah.
Would there be any of these bandit diver things?
Oh,
Go
Nemo.
Oh, no.
ahead. You
Oh,
can
no.
make me a perception check specifically for that.
Oh no, I got a 16.
These people were mean, Phoebus.
They
They're
what did you
dead.
get on a perception?
Natural 20.
Oh,
With a
natural.
total of 22.
And
Just 21.
21.
Yeah, 21.
I beat the people who did it
Taking the pass.
I
As
didn't roll, bruh.
you did need to get higher than 21. That's why I was asking for
So
a roll.
22.
But it's fine to take because there's still stuff you'll get. Nemo.
9.
Nemo, thankfully, these all seem to be bloodthirsty, vicious pirates. No divers.
Okay, good.
We
Phoebus,
see one with a scuba mask.
on a
Dead.
nat 20, you see what catches your eye, again, a oddly shaped humanoid thing in the back of the corner. Again, as you guys are starting to leave, Mike, you're going first 'cause it's like, I'm going. You look and see a creature with a hood above disappear, as if by magic.
Counterspell.
Oh, you're gonna have to roll for it.
I I will be
What are
only
you
using
throwing
4th
at
level counterspell.
Okay, so yes, you'll still have to roll.
Okay. Oh, but I plan to use the 4th, so before anything happens. And so plus. Dang it, that's only a 13.
You still have the guidance from.
Oh, I still
Guidance has ended after the
Oh,
game,
okay.
unfortunately. Yeah, yeah. That bond that you made was really good for, I would say, everything going through, but Phoebus says
Yeah.
the creature still seems to disappear.
Were you good? What happened?
There was something strange that caught my eye watching us. Hooded, vaguely humanoid, and I am going to.
Oh, this is why Raya always casts True Sight.
She actually has a 10-foot radius.
I am going to cast. Probably, if it's did I feel like can I make an Arcana check to determine if it was teleportation or invisibility?
Yes, you can. Yeah, making the Archon check to make sure.
10.
Oh, man, if it was teleportation, maybe it should have been faster, but invisibility doesn't look like that. So you're thinking like right now it could have been a 50-50.
Okay. In that case, I will approach the general area where it was while ritual casting detect magic.
Can I follow him?
Yes, you can.
I have nothing better to do. One back up.
Cool. Casting detect magic.
Yeah, I'm also following just like. Sorry, what?
One second.
You should have said alarm.
There we go. Phoebus,
Yes.
you feel some form of conjuration magic has just happened.
Teleportation. Perfect. Alright, in that case, I'll head back to the ship and everyone, guess
Maybe
you're
just-
aware we were being spied on by something.
I'm just watching us play a
Uh-oh.
game though.
Wait,
This
does
isn't
my
really
monkey
anything
need
to
sleep?
learn.
I believe they know. It
I
was
look
vaguely
at Jack-
humanoid, and I'm, with my intuition, making an assumption
Did
it
my
was
monkey
someone from
sleep?
your home. They know we're coming, I think.
Disappeared.
Yes.
Randall, you spooky bitch, you get out here.
Nothing seems to happen.
Did my monkey see
He
anything?
was in the town.
No, monkey
Was
was
he
on the
reptilian?
ship.
I saw the
Can't
figure turn
tell.
while hooded and vanish.
It was like it's humanoid, but what caught on a natural 20, humanoid, but not
Not enough.
technically. There was something enough to make you go, well, that doesn't look like a person.
That's not right. It's a dream.
Oh, the trees escaped. They're coming for blood. No, but it's that you're not sure what it was, but something got you.
The trees escaped. What a scary sentence. I'm using that.
The trees have escaped.
That's
What?
going in the quote book.
Help! The villain's escaping!
I'm using that in a future campaign.
Oh, good. Just thought you might want to be aware of that.
That's scary.
Well,
Who's
If-
Randall, by the way?
oh, he's the one currently enslaving all of Monstropolis.
Dang, we better get going then.
Oh,
Yeah,
Spartacus!
Do we have time to take a nice sleep on the way there?
Yeah, I need to
I
try
am
invisible
exhausted.
without
Hear me
casting
out.
spells.
Can we rest before we go there?
If you want to take, sorry, a lot of people like, you could do an 8-hour rest, but it's like someone wouldn't be able to because they would be getting the runes ready. So not just you, Mike, someone else. Because
Yeah.
I think we
Ratbird,
should
I'm gonna say
take
no.
it.
I've been
and
sailing
your
non-stop.
Iron Golem
Give me
doesn't
a
have the
rest.
finesse right now to do it
Yeah,
right.
I have a level of exhaustion, guys.
Yeah, Phoebus is
I can do
not
it.
doing great.
I can
Okay,
give
so-
you guidance while you're
From
going.
the
High five
Yeah.
with my
I
lucky
need,
pinch.
I
from
tapped
the nerd pirates, as well as the
Mr.
pirates that were playing against us, Pirates Dice.
Yes.
I would like to attempt to take part in that.
Oh
Excellent.
my god.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of
Can
hand.
Phil give him advantage?
I'm gonna be invisible.
Phoebus!
I'd say no,
Okay.
specifically because there is a level of finesse when it comes to robbing someone. That whereas like help action is difficult. Phil is better with like very direct
Yes.
things, right?
Can I be invisible?
Yes, you can be invisible, which would
I don't want anyone to know that.
it would help offer that, like make sure not even them see. Go ahead and roll.
29.
29. Nick, you're gonna get some pretty pennies here. You get
Yay.
a grand total of, let's make sure with these pirates, grand total of 70 gold. because again, a lot of these pirates came with the bigger pocketbook to play, right? 70 gold pieces and 50 silver pieces. In one of their pockets, you
I'm
find
looking for like some extra cards too.
yeah. In one of their pockets, you find what seems to be like a telescope, you know, that a pirate would have.
How big is it?
And
Shapes
you
and
find
colors.
one
The world is ever so
extra wizard pack.
And
You're
4
robbing the
cards of
corner.
alarm.
4 alarm card draw. Yeah. 3 alarm draw. It's possible. I mean, they're pretty common apparently. So that's what you get is a good amount of gold. And again, 2 of these items that it's definitely like, ooh, this telescope looks pretty nice, and that's definitely another wizard card pack.
When we get back onto the ship, I'm going to climb the crow's nest and open the pack.
Excellent.
Yes, I need to sleep.
Here we go, Nick. You're gonna open the pack.
Woohoo! Alarm.
Dear Lord.
Oh, no.
So the first card you draw, my friend,
How good is it?
is the 100.
What?
This is the other. This is
6th level spell, right?
no,
Seven?
it's still fifth. It's still fifth because it's not like you have to
Ninth.
get a wizard to cast 6, and that is a lot. So fun fact. This is one of the craziest spells that a wizard could learn.
can't stop.
This is
Can't stop the fox.
It can't stop.
Only the fox can stop the fox.
The only thing strong enough to penetrate it is itself.
here we go.
Poor Hercules is
I can't do this with a straight face. I'm trying to like pull up some stuff here too for it. Nick, this is one of the craziest spells. That's very helpful to have. What you're realizing is this is a spell called scrying. That scrying is something that allows you
That's huge.
almost
It's time
basically
to serve hit
to-
back, baby!
you
Yeah,
can
but can't he
the target
see
has
all
to
the
make a wisdom saving throw, and it
yeah.
doesn't even matter.
Can
the,
bards cast it?
so here's what we got: bards, clerics, druids, warlocks, wizards. Warlocks, it's a
Everyone
higher
here.
level. So like Barbosa would need a few more levels. Clerics, so like Nemo could cast this, but again, Nemo could probably take this.
Yeah.
But as a
Just take
wizard,
three
it is
levels.
one of the craziest spells that you could cast, because as long as they're just not on a different plane of existence, and at that point you just upcast it to like reach above, you can see anything there.
What are the other ones?
That's the first
Oh,
card.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. A first level spell.
Oh,
Alarm.
No.
You get, it's called, or you know, this is Featherfall. But a couple of people have this one.
I hide it.
You may not be looking at
Cast
stuff
it.
for me.
I know.
Very interesting. As you get a 4th level spell.
We'll stack that.
can't
got a rare
stop
hand,
the
I think.
fox.
This is the
Got a rare
Good
hand.
lord.
Cry pays,
And
kids.
then rolling the, yeah, 50.
You got a
Uh,
foil scry.
Foil scry.
Oh my gosh.
Full art.
Full metal
Full
art.
art foil scry.
This is the spell Dimension Door that some people have,
I know you got it.
but Dimension Door is a very versatile. You know, in the play group, it's actually one of those overused cards, an OU in competitive play because it's so good. But I mean, bards, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, because again, 500 feet is crazy good. You pulled one of the most insane packs there, my friend. Good lord. And you get those cards, and telescope, and gold.
Me still on deck trying to get everybody's attention. You guys weren't listening when I was talking about Randall.
I heard
Yeah.
enough. We
Everybody
need to
what-
chart a course.
You know, you are all not listening.
What?
He can turn invisible without using spells.
Oh, that sounds like a stupid
So
thing.
he can just be here.
Wait,
and you
so
won't know
do you
with
need to
detect
find
magic or dispel magic.
I
Well, yeah, we gotta search the boat.
Wait, I think I found
No,
something on our way here.
I get to the helm, and I'm like,
They
To
won't
the buddies.
help.
I run down to Mike. I'm like,
no.
while I was running away, I
Buddies
found
won't help
some
you, I know.
some of these
But
spell
he
cards
did
on
a
the ground from the
contingency
tree
plan
ants.
for
It was
this.
only
Oh,
for 10 minutes.
And I think scrying can help us find him, right?
Yes.
Go ahead, man. I
If
don't
it was
know.
him, then okay.
I can't
You
use it.
what?
Also, this is Dimension Door if
okay.
anyone needs it.
I think he would need that.
Dimension Door?
Sure.
Dimension or dimension.
Don't you
I just
have to
found
mention
them.
door?
I just.
I'm just confused on
how do
how
I use
sure you
this?
found
I
it.
will say, Phoebus.
Some of the tree ants
Very
got some
passive.
guys
You
and
have
they
to
fell
wonder,
out.
like, it's not like a pure insight of I know what he did, but Nick just found one of the other god cards and a rare draw just on the ground. So I will say you don't know. There's no way you could
There's
know,
no way,
but it's
no.
still that like,
Nick looks at the ground and walks away.
How do I use this?
Yeah, how would a bard use it? Because bards have a
Bards-
full prepared spell list.
Do I just stare
This
at
is
it?
something, Mike, if you were to spend, because scrying is a 5th level, you would need to spend, for you personally, about 30 hours of time with very light activity. But then you would just get to add it to your spell list. It wouldn't count to the max of your prepared,
I don't think you have that.
but it's
Be
that.
an hour.
I mean, 30 hours. For wizards, that's why they're made for wizards, because like, oh yeah, you guys can pretty easily get these
But we
through.
need it to be on Nick so that he can.
On Nick?
Or
I
on
mean,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
So
So
that he can scry on random.
Anyone
have
can
too many
scry on
Ike
anyone.
names.
Oh really?
Anyone can scry on anyone.
Oh, then we're
Yeah.
chilling. Then we're
Anyone
straight
can.
chilling.
Yeah, if you want Phoebus to
Anyone
learn
can.
it, Phoebus could also then perform a scrying for him.
I mean, yeah, it takes shorter time.
You can also ritual cast it, can't you?
Is it a ritual spell?
It's a ritual spell, I
Then
think.
yes, because I'm a wizard, I'm allowed to ritual cast things.
Scrying.
I thought it
don't
was.
It is not a
It's
ritual.
not a
That's
ritual.
yes. The other the
Why burn a
Imagineers
spell
taught me
slot?
that. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Easy peasy.
I just thought it was. I might be thinking of a different one then.
Here's what I will say. Yes, Phoebus, if you want to learn it, because it's also that like time gap of you guys are learning spells, people are long resting while carving the runes.
Yeah, I would like to
Am
long
I being
rest.
given the scrying spell?
Same here.
How fast would it? Speed
1
up,
hour.
like-
1 hour for me to learn it.
Yes.
Okay. We need to know ASAP if he's at least on the boat.
Can I long
Very well.
rest?
We'll know definitely if he's on this plane of existence.
Yes. Who wants to long rest? 1, 2.
Well, I was
If I
laying
do,
awake to
if
help
I,
him with
Ooh,
the.
yes, yes, yes.
so if I learn scrying and cast it, will I have time to long rest?
Sleep.
That's what I need to check.
Yeah.
Scrying is only a 10-minute. I would say yes, because you're
Okay.
basically giving, out of those 8 hours, you're not dipping below 6. So yes, it's just a, while everyone's starting to long rest or starting to carve,
Oh, could I
Um,
start work on that invisibility spell that I got?
yours is going to take longer too, because invisibility, again, for a warlock to be able to learn it outside, let's see, it's a level 2. For you, Barbosa, it would take 8 hours just to learn the spell.
And that's not good. It should
That
be
and that would
fast.
mean no long rest for you. Mike, if you're doing Nemo, how do you want to help with the runes?
Just cast guidance and kind of give him moral support.
Yes, definitely. Guidance, really good to cast. Mike, here we go. I'm going to give you now the opportunity to make me. What are we going to call this? It's not really sleight of hand, because you are carving the ship rune. If I had this written down.
They have tool checks.
But this is not any kind of tool. You're not truly. If this was woodworking, you would use that kind of check if you had proficiency. I'm gonna say, yeah, we'll call it an Arcana check, adding in that guidance because you are trying to carefully. Because there are already runes on the ship. That's what makes your ship the ability to be invisible, pass without trace, go into SRC. You're trying to add them in. So go ahead and make me an Arcana check there.
Just to be safe, I'm also going to cast Bless in case any saving
Oh.
throws need to be
Smart. Yeah, yeah. So the
Hey.
guidance and bless.
Can I cast locate creature on Randall?
Yes, you may.
Oh.
Locate creature might help too.
Yeah.
That would be helpful.
What does he look
Question,
like?
Mike.
Just do a quick.
Because
drawing
I
of him.
have to know.
Originally
if
he's
him.
purple, but then he can have
Do
Like-
you happen to have anything that belonged to him?
Make me a pure luck check, just a d20.
Roll it twice.
With that.
Should I tell you the rune stuff first? Since I already
Yes,
have
rune
it?
stuff first. Sorry, that's gonna
So I rolled 12 plus 9, so
be 21 beats the
21
DC of 20.
plus
Yes.
3 because of
Oh, so 24.
yes.
Yeah, you, Mike. Thankfully, it's not a lot of runes because you're not trying to make this, and
Yeah.
we can go anywhere. You're just putting in a specific coordinate into a Google Map kind of vibe.
Will it
And
also give us
then-
coordinates back?
Yes, that's part of it.
I'm
Is
sorry.
getting in and out.
Random luck check.
Random blood check. You're rolling it twice.
twice. 14.
Anything you would have had, it's that like, oh, when we were roommates, did he leave stuff at the
It feels
flat?
like you'd really have one. Do you want to roll one?
Oh my gosh.
14.
Ah.
Dang.
That's the second 14 in a row.
That's pretty good, but Mike, it's not
I'm
like
sitting there like, nah, I threw out everything he touched.
Well, the picture will do.
picture will do. Yeah,
here's
so
the
sketch out
question.
something.
And think asshole.
Does
Right.
it have
Just
like
like-
5
I
legs?
love
Have
the
I,
visual.
have I
We spent
met him technically or no?
No.
Okay,
Phoenix,
perfect.
That's good to know.
All right,
Um,
so I will cast Scrying.
And I will class
He
Locate
gets a
Creature.
+3 to this because I have a likeness, which gives him -2, and I've only met him secondhand, which means I've heard of him. So he gets a
Yes.
+5.
You
so
make
a
no
+3
saving throw. I just
to
know
a
where
wisdom
he
save.
is.
So he gets a
If he's
+5 to
within
wisdom save.
1,000
Has to be your.
+3.
Or
Because
+3.
-2 from the
Do locate creature
And with
first.
less, it's
Yeah.
Well, this will tell us if he's even on the same plane of existence.
Oh,
Yeah.
and are you giving bless to him?
I'm
Ooh,
taking him
yes. So
now.
the bless will help. So go ahead and roll D4.
Oh wait, long rest is over.
That's
Um,
blessed. Can I get guidance?
Guidance doesn't help for
Okay.
saving throw. It's basically you're saying.
Oh, he's
these-
making a saving.
Yes, it's
oh, he's making.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Bardic.
Bardic. Bardic
I'm not
won't help.
rolling anything.
He's the one making it, but bless will help because a D4 is basically increasing for your
increase my
saves and stuff.
DC. Oh.
Yeah. Bless is really helpful.
That's a 4, so it's a DC 20.
DC 20. He has to be DC 20, but he adds 3.
He lets Bless add to the save DC.
What?
Okay. The first one was a success. The second one was a natural 20.
You wanna roll
so
one more time?
You could
Oh, I
roll
don't have
that
another.
to-
I
Yeah, because
forgot
that would
yours.
also
Maybe
not
we
have
all
30
long
feet.
rest?
I used one
Not yet.
last,
This is
Alright.
the beginning of the long
last
rest.
session.
Yes.
I'm gonna locate
'Cause I'm doing this
creature.
before I
If he's
sleep.
within 1,000 feet of me, I know where he is. I know what direction he's going.
Radar senses go off. You're clear for 1,000 feet.
He's not here.
Well, then let's get this boat in the air,
Let-
out of reach.
Let me sleep.
Excellent.
I've been
Perfect.
going for since China.
Just wait. thing he can't
a
do is
1,000
fly.
feet. Does that mean he was?
He was not within 1,000 feet of us.
But
Currently
he wasn't
on the boat.
he wasn't
You
on
don't-
the other town.
You don't know, because technically that was a little bit farther
know
away
that.
than
Does it
1,000.
last for
Oh
an
no!
hour?
Oh no! You
Does-
guys
yeah,
not know where
lasts for an
Shipwreck
hour.
Cove is.
So
If
Here
we
we
get out
go.
of the middle of the ocean, he's not doing anything.
Here we go. Are you all long resting?
yes.
Oh wait,
Because
we
I
have
think
to-
then everyone
yeah.
would have the ability to, because you save the DC. If you didn't, it would have cut into your long rest.
Also, if we want an
Scrying.
extra hand or two when we get there, and any
Barbosa,
battle
your temp
locate,
HP
I
will
need
leave,
at
though,
least
if you want
2
to.
hours
I
before
can get
we
more.
fight.
Why?
We
Here we
also
go.
could
I
go
have
and
yeah.
get Sully.
That's
Oh,
what
is-
hey, that's a good
Sorry,
point. I haven't
we
seen
take
it in a hot
preparation when we get there before we make a move.
A little bit, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, what
At least
else?
an hour will give us the benefit.
At
All
least
right.
to know where we're going,
Ladies
what we're doing.
and gentlemen,
Yeah, what's up?
as you sail through the astral sea, you all feel yourself enter in. Along you start long resting, start getting that really good time to just sleep. Everyone will be at full hit points
That's good.
And spell
Wait.
slots.
and spell slots for a couple of you. And so your luck points are going to come back there. As you sail through, after a moment, Barbosa, you understand again that innate arcana of you've reached the point to dip. As the astral sea can connect to anywhere, but you have to know where you're going. The runes are helping you, though. Again, it's keeping the ship in line, right? Which it's helping direct a lot of the work for you. As you feel yourself exit the sea, you watch as
Invisibly.
Invisibly?
Invisibly. Pass
Invisibly.
without a trace. So that way
Only
it's
one. You can only do one. The ship can only do one or the other.
Invisible.
Invisibility. The ship now has exited out. And I will describe what you all see.
Are we in hell now?
Immediately. Welcome to the third layer
Wow.
of hell, or
Hey, we
Tartarus.
switched up the
Took us a
roles.
while to get here.
Tartarus
I
is.
sped run that from the
I need a moment. Tartarus is a layer that is full of wild, horrifying devils and demons. Upon entering in, what you all see, Mike, you're expecting your classic, like, skies above, right? People should be on their way to work. You're not really sure how time works, but it's either nighttime or daytime. Instead, you all see gray, cloudy skies as thick ash and plume of smoke rises from grand towers where, Mike, you know that is Monsters Incorporated. The towers have never produced that much smoke, meaning some sort of horrible overtime work is being put in to power that. And what you see is across the city, there doesn't seem to be any other power. No home lights are on, no cars are being driven. Everything seems very dead.
You lovely home you got here.
No place like home.
Is it always like this?
No. I told
As
you.
You come
People
through.
enslaved.
I'm sorry.
Everyone is going to immediately, of course, notice that around Monsters Incorporated, gigantic walls, 20, 25 feet, with massive iron spikes and electric pulses running across, every so often arcing between. Bzz, bzz. Guards, mostly demonic in nature. So, Mike, you could assume probably a different layer of hell that these may have come from. Patrol around this wall, and inside the courtyard, the domes of all the buildings, which normally are beautiful skylights, have been closed in large metal plates. As you are all watching, I would like to ask now the party, what would you like to do as you've arrived?
Well,
What's the plan of action?
one thing is to find Sullivan.
Right.
He has been here working to kind of, liberate people since he came back. Hopefully he didn't get caught. Another thing. You know how we're, deathly afraid of children?
Yeah.
Yes. What if we open a door to Neverland and let a couple of kids play tag?
Would they like to inhabit?
That is so
That's the
narratively
question.
satisfying.
I mean,
I think they
if they want to, they could fight a couple of monsters that aren't our friends, and
I'm gonna cast
I'm
Send
alright
into
with
Peter.
whatever any of you
Peter Pan.
do. However,
Oh,
I'm
it's-
going to make my
Yes.
preparations.
also,
Same here.
if you
Love
shout
cannons.
2319 and point when there are some yellow people around, they just tend to tackle whatever you're pointing at. So,
Interesting.
I'm going to move to the very bow of the ship.
Okay.
Actually, question: would theoretically a large creature be able to go up and down the stairs of the meridian?
Barely, but it takes just a bit of time. It's like the stairs technically become difficult terrain when you're a large
Okay,
creature.
but they can fit without
Buford
breaking
was able
things.
to.
Well,
Buford
exactly.
was-
Buford, it
yeah.
took him just a little bit of extra movement, though. to
Okay,
get
so
up
I'll
and
go down to the, not the brig, but the middle-ish layer of the ship.
Okay.
The library.
Yeah, library will.
Okay.
And I'll go into the center of the library, and I will cast a magic circle, inverted. It censors all of them. So, and then after that minute of casting, I would like to cast Summon Greater Demon at 6th level into the magic circle, summoning a Dragloth. They're fun.
Summoning the abominable snowman.
And then instantly begin casting Plane of
Welcome
Binding.
to the Himalayas.
Okay.
So that'll take me an hour.
While
That's
he's
gonna take you a while.
while he's doing that,
Brothers are
Wait,
living
which
hard.
one are you summoning?
It's from Volo's Guide to Monsters. The Dragloth.
Dragloth.
D-R-A-E.
I can go stealth around.
G-L-O-T-H.
Dragloth. Okay.
That would be
Dragloth,
useful, like
yeah.
kind of just knowing what's
Excellent.
going on.
Yes.
The stealth.
Ooh. Terrifying
I
wolf form.
have-
Yeah.
Find Sullivan.
Why is Pass Without a Trace?
Nemo, as this is starting to happen, you wanted to
I don't
cast
wanna-
a sending message.
did.
What specifically would you say?
It's an ability that I have. Used.
Nemo here. Oh, yeah. Shark bait here. Hahaha. You're right.
Shark bait will be one word.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tends to say these out loud.
Yeah.
Nemo's just like
Nemo.
here.
Shark bait here. Yes.
We need help.
Want to play some tag?
Villains enslaving our friends. Lost boys wanna help? Question mark. Let's show them our game of tag.
Alrighty.
While he's doing that and all this is going on, buddies, load the cannons.
Yes.
By
Start
the way,
rolling.
did we make any more of our fireworks?
Not yet.
I
Again,
just
it
have the
takes
one.
a lot
Once
of
we
gold.
take care of this, we're gonna be like production facility. Let's go.
Okay.
Here we
do
go.
Need to. I do know our old department could possibly be somewhere. And
Phoebus, you are out for that hour doing so.
At the end of the hour, it'll make a charisma save.
Yes.
Which has plus 0 too.
Oh, are you out?
Um,
No, I'm
well,
down-
downstairs,
below deck.
Phoebus
like-
is summoning a
I
demon.
can
Yeah.
give it
Down?
a. I can give it a.
Oh yeah, if you want to just come stand next to me close to the end of the hour, me casting Player Revival.
Here's what you
can.
do back from Peter. Hey, Sharkbait,
Hey,
we would love to help, comma,
but
how do we get to you, question mark. Do you have teleportation, comma, magic, comma, shenanery, question mark.
Ask him if he has a door.
What it
oh
looks
yeah.
A door.
Any closet door would do. This. Oh, any door?
Just
Okay.
a door.
Any door would do.
It's usually, though, children's doors are what the character can do fast. Yeah.
Describe your nearest door for us. Or make
I don't think they have doors.
one.
If they make one, you would have to make one, though. That's you're banking on. You need
Right.
something pre-made that
I
Monster
can
Tech
paint.
would have found and already linked.
Gusto could make one.
He's not
here.
with us.
Gusto's not here. He's in Sumani for this session.
Hey, what about Jake? Weren't we getting
Um,
a pad, or was that gonna be next time?
Possibly. We'll figure out when he can run.
Yeah.
Peter will say, we have a door. It looks like a tree knot with moss and vine.
It's a kind of a naturey looking door, a tree knot with some vines over it.
Can I roll a history check to see if I've like seen that door on the?
Go for it. Yeah, on the
Do you want
roster.
guidance?
Guidance. Oh wait, yeah, you can do your guidance.
You guys
Because
roll a
guidance only lasts a minute.
d4.
That's a 6. 'Cause we're
Oh.
There are. You don't think there's a ton. That is very specific, but there's no way right now for you to place. Ooh, which one could be that door?
We should open all of them.
So we got to get into the factory, get to the door, and connect some
Okay.
energy to it.
I have something where I can
I'm gonna
I
go
can
into the factory and
technically
find the
merge
door.
with stone.
You gonna just leave?
Hold,
You
hold
want to
on.
go in?
No,
merge
I'm gonna
with
tell these
stone.
guys.
It's really pass without a trace. You get add a +10 to your sneak.
So Esmeralda could come in, merge with
Yeah.
stone. It's
Merge
basically
stone, it's my ability. I just didn't
As a
pass
genasi
without
pass
a
without
trace.
a trace.
so like you being a rogue having big stuff, her with the pass without a trace. You both would be virtually
I
undetected.
mean, we're both
Stealth.
rogues. My stealth,
Uh,
as it is, it's a +6.
So that plus would make it a plus 16 for her.
Yeah, so 16 is my
And you
like-
with your invisibility and board make it
Yeah.
almost
22.
impossible,
If-
right?
Yeah,
You
you
guys
would be impossible.
Take a.
Plus 22.
You just have to stay within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Would you be able to take a small fish and get him in
Yeah.
sneakily?
I mean, if we're holding him, then he doesn't really have to do much.
Because
Yeah.
if you get him to laugh next to one of these doors, I'm betting we'll be able to get a.
You'll have to make
Power.
real James laugh. No, this is
Hear me out.
impossible.
We bring the
No,
brass monkey with them.
True
No,
laughter. You
finding
can't
the
like
door.
force it. Like
Yeah,
make him
yeah,
laugh,
so-
right?
What's a
So
pirate's
yes,
favorite
if you
laugh?
get Nemo there, make him laugh.
Hey, Phoebus,
And
Yes.
we could.
do you still have
Just like you come down below deck and there's this like glowing archaic runes and this
Ah!
thrashing.
This one arm ripping out.
Yes,
do you still have that
what?
polymorph card?
No, I use that.
Uh,
I know that.
Go,
Down,
go,
boy, down.
go! Yeah, like Phoebus is trying to command this giant
boy.
looking
If you
monster.
could polymorph me into a child, then people would be scared of me.
You are a child, Nemo.
Not a
They
human
will
child.
see that. It might not be useful at this exact moment, but I do have it, and I could use it later.
I love
Okay.
how this
So
conversation
that
is
is-
just happening next to the thrashing demon.
Yeah, so
You got it,
I
babe.
just look at the
You
demon
got
and
it.
give it
Hold on,
negative
you.
bardic.
All right, yes.
For when it makes
we're
it
gonna stealth and try to find the door.
If
I'm
you
like,
want
okay.
2 of these, I need
Excellent.
3 hours.
Question.
Got
We
it,
do
baby.
have the rocket.
Would you all want a brass monkey?
Perfect, but that one I can't
Bravo.
fully control.
Okay.
I can guarantee with 3 hours to control 2 of these.
Okay.
Well, my monkey's
Um,
useless at that, even though
Well,
I've taught it
we
him
gotta go
his
find
entire
Sully,
life.
so
Best of luck.
while they're
Do I have
finding
to make
doors.
Nemo laugh or James laugh?
You have to make James.
I'll do what I
laugh.
can with the time I'm given.
Yes.
Uh,
Now, here's what you
it's
do.
gonna be fun. Here we go. Sorry, real quick.
That
I'm
doesn't-
going to go
that
around.
doesn't work on James.
We have a 3-man party going in, trying to find the door, make Nemo, James laugh to
I gotta
power it on. Okay, here's some of the base knowledge that will probably help you guys. There's virtually no chance, I'll still roll, but like no chance it's in the main floor where like doors would be summoned. So they're
Shit's
gonna
in
have
that
to try to
big,
go
like,
to the warehouse.
Yeah, I let them know about
Yes.
that. For sure.
You're then
Got
looking
the
at
focus. Give that. I saw the
Still
invisibility
thinking
room.
here we go. I have to
Nick,
add
you'll have to
a
make
quick
James laugh.
Now, here's what you
creature.
do. What's a pipe? Here's what you use.
If I could
I'll-
make Nemo laugh,
Yes, finish talking through your guys' like battle plans. I'm just quickly adding in.
So you guys are gonna blast in, and then we're gonna open up all the kids, and then we're gonna have a big old fight.
Well, I was figuring we find the door, have that ready. We find Sullivan. Actually, I could just sending to Sullivan.
Yes.
Just like, hey, we're in Monstropolis, helping, ready to unleash
I'll
some
fight.
hell upon
You get
hell.
no response back.
Not
Ah.
again.
Anti-magic field.
Nothing from Sully.
Nothing from Sully.
Detect thoughts.
Sully.
Anti-magic field. Those are 2 things I could.
So, after we
Or inch of lead.
Does anyone have a locate creature spell?
we do
That
have
would also be prevented by nature
scrying.
Yeah, it would.
I
But
can't do
not at the
scrying
moment.
if. Well, actually, no. I could do it during my hour break,
Yes.
but then I would have no 5th level spell slots for the fight, which is fine.
That's
I
it's
prepared
a
my
big
spells
thing.
accordingly
Yes.
to have no 5th or 6th level
But
spells
I think
and
we need to
only
find
1/3.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Let me give you
whatever it takes.
When I woke up, I prepared my
I'll
spell
have
list today
that
accordingly.
for you.
Finally, let's go into me. So, party going in. Barbosa, Phoebus, Mike. What exactly are you guys going to
So-
be doing while they do the recon?
I have to stay put for 3 hours.
Right.
Planar binding this one, taking an arcane recovery, short rest to get that 6th level spell slot back, so I can summon another one and planar bind it. And during that hour of short rest, I can scry.
Wait, you're level
Yes.
12?
And then
No, I'm
I
level 11.
want to go and
Arcane recovery.
Round
check
up, right? I forgot.
Yeah,
some spots that I know that we would be that Sully would kind of possibly hide at.
Is there anyone
Yes.
my monkey can be useful?
Ones that
Give him a
are
task,
ones
send
that
him
we would both
You can
know, but
entertain
Randall might
demons.
not.
Gotcha.
Entertain.
You could do tricks.
Here's what I'll
Entertain.
say. You guys are
With the
going
monkey
splitting up
monkey
the
to make him
party
laugh.
like
I'm
thus.
gonna take
me
the
too,
monkey
just-
with me. It's gonna be quiet.
And we're gonna take the
Can we take
shit
Ratbird?
to all these
You could
spots.
take Ratbird as well. Yes.
Yeah, we did Ratbird.
You bring it all the.
We
have
real
shown
quick.
that they
also,
have a
how
connection.
large is a Dragon? I believe they're large
Large,
creatures. Yes. Okay. Just making sure as I make some of these items.
Yep. Because I could
Ah.
very feasibly get both of them
Does
with
Ratbird
this
Yes.
system. But only for
Just-
25 minutes.
He knows language, but he
Because
can't
planar
speak
binding
at
will
this
override
Uh,
this.
be
on the
quiet.
reading.
Gusto can
Okay.
speak through him.
Here we go. Gusto can speak through. Basically, Ratbird might be able to offer advantage in some situations, kind of like a familiar right now.
Okay.
That's
Could my monkey do that with any of the ship repairing?
With the ship repairing, yes. Like if you relieve Jack on the ship, or like, because okay, sorry, I think I got everything down. Looking for stuff, going on recon, finishing the binding. We're going to finish the binding first.
Okay.
Um,
Both of
Low
them?
battery.
yes,
Because in between them, we got to do the scrying.
because you're doing two Dragos.
Yep, one Dragoloth, scrying, one Dragoloth.
Yes. We're gonna start with the saving throw that has a minus Bardic for the first one.
Charisma save, DC 16.
And what's he minusing?
Just one.
Wow.
That was a synthetic 7.
We have
First
a
one
Dragoloth.
under your control.
Okay,
Scrying.
okay, scrying. Let's expend that 5th levels. Ooh,
Send them
Ooh.
out to the backside.
wait. It won't be able to be a Dragoloth if I do scrying.
The second one?
The second one will have to be a smaller demon.
Mhm.
Is that alright?
That is fine.
Okay,
Why, if you're
because scrying.
because planar
first-
binding is a
Planar binding's at 5th level.
Yeah. To make sure that these things don't.
However,
come
the
through.
one I summon next time can be here for 10 days. The little one can be with us for a while.
Yeah.
Make it cute.
Okay,
No,
I'm summoning
they're
a
not
monkey.
Uh,
Alright,
Yay!
Here we go. So.
Jack's daddy.
so scrying, I've met Soli very personally.
Yes,
I
yes.
know him.
Cousin.
So
I've
I get.
adopted him.
So if he
Get
he doesn't know he's being scribed on, so he has to make the save. I lost the spell. Where are you?
James.
Yeah.
What's
Alright,
my
um,
favorite letter?
Where it's in here. I gotta pull it up and read it.
R.
Here we go.
Always a different
He
answer.
does
And I use
remind
Their
us,
first
though,
love
Yeah,
always
there.
do be the
Okay.
sea.
You've
Here we
met
go.
the target. So.
Am I familiar with him?
Yes. No. You're familiar.
Okay, so
There's
-5.
a billion
Do we have
answers.
anything that belongs to him? Do you have a bit of his hair or something like that?
I run downstairs to
Pure
the
luck
hammock.
check. Here we go.
Cuffs off.
Because it's been a while. Other people
Yeah.
have been out of the hammock. Nemo's in the. So it's like okay.
Yeah,
so the
if
room's
there's still some hair left.
Well,
That
because
would
there's still the one that we were sharing as Rapunzel's room too.
Exactly. So,
So,
this
yeah.
is just checking around.
Why?
You
monkey
still have
to
that
help
guidance? What are you looking for?
Bit of sort of
Body
like
part
hair,
for
bit of
Sully.
claw,
And
something.
this is
like
while you guys are
It
gone.
makes
monkey
it
to help?
easier to
Yeah,
find.
this
Sully's
is after the
scribe.
first hour.
Yes. 3. No bit of hair again.
Any
Sully's
possession?
not a shedder,
Anything
thankfully
that belonged to
anymore.
him that you
Wait,
have?
what? I thought. Oh yeah.
Well,
He
like
got
in
over
college
his
when he
bed
didn't like
shedding in
moisturize
college.
and do like good
Yeah.
conditioner, he shedded a lot. But like,
Yeah.
you take
He
care of
used,
yourself.
Great Axe body
Do
spray.
you have anything
Yeah,
that belongs
like,
to him?
like shower.
He's a real bed
Like
shatter.
a
Did you
shower.
give me
Dog.
anything when you left?
No,
I
unfortunately.
gave him the shield.
Yeah.
Alright.
Still a -5.
Draw a
though.
picture for me real
Hey
quick.
Nemo. Sully was a bed
Draw a
shatter.
picture.
Cool, I have a picture, so that'll be a -7.
Yes.
That
so-
has to count.
Well, I'm like, wait.
-7.
I drive to our apartment.
In this hour of me
Yeah,
doing
in
my
the
fucking
hour
Yeah,
of
right,
him
we
doing
can
this-
have-
Yeah,
I'm just
sure,
gonna
I just
save the joke.
stop
Where's
it
the
and, like,
location?
But I like.
All right,
where your
I
head's
need you
going.
to make me a stealth check.
Well, can I roll perception before I just jump down?
Sure.
Because I think I would at least.
The ship's invisible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are the Dragoloths being summoned underneath deck or
Yes.
on deck?
underneath the first
deck.
They can fit. I cleared it with
How
August.
do they go up?
The stairs.
The stairs. We already
They
cleared
fly.
this. We already
They
cleared
fit.
this.
How do
I
we
looked
go
up.
up?
No, you just appear.
I fly.
18. Your old apartment swarming with soldiers.
Why? There is
It's
no
an
backup.
apartment.
It's an apartment.
Go to the dumpster.
I think we're just gonna have to stick with the picture.
Still -7,
Yeah.
yes. Here we go. So he's got to make a
Yeah, you just
wisdom
know that,
-7.
Never mind.
What about
He fails.
So does it work?
That's gonna be so far away though.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I can see, and that's the wrong spell. I can see and hear him.
You see, Sully is unconscious, chained up high above in a room that seems to be lined with different demons on the ground, and doors that are rotating very regularly where doors are opening, demons are stepping through, the doors as new doors come in.
He's unconscious on the ground in a room with lots of doors that are moving. It appears they're sending demons and fiendish soldiers through the doors.
That is bad.
Is he still alive?
That is bad.
I think you're with the other group.
Seems to be
we've
alive.
already
Yeah,
seen-
yeah, because we'll get to you guys in a second. This is like what they're doing.
They're sending an army into the homes of every person that has a child across the entire world.
That's
Oh, heavens.
awful. What
Yep.
the frick is wrong with you,
Wait.
August?
Wait.
August!
I'm a bad guy.
Wait.
I'm all the bad guys. I'm all the bad
Does
guys.
adoption count?
They're going
Anything,
to.
any child's
I am now-
home
I'm
that
now
if it has
nervously
it,
looking at the closet
demons
door
are
next to
going
us. 'Cause I'm
through
like,
now.
Jack.
And again, but it's hard
I
to.
don't
You
think
know
Jack
there
counts
are
as
other
a
doors
child.
besides just
How
children,
dare
but
you.
that's
He
the
lives,
easiest stuff to go
breathes,
through.
I raise
So there's
vomit.
still something that might happen, but it's that they're going through.
Do we see this?
No, Phoebus is telling you guys. You might see it in a second.
Ah!
Phoebus.
We don't have time.
No
They're
time for second
invading
demon?
now.
No.
Very well, no second demon.
We will have the
Fluffy?
second.
I'm calling you Fluffy because I don't know your true name.
I love it.
We
You
have a
see-
second demon, but it's in a firework. If we need
Yes,
it.
we do. We have the monkey in the firework. Bring it just in case.
Got
that
it.
frees up some more of my
We
abilities.
gotta go.
So I'm going to,
now.
make sure I haven't expended all. Yeah, I have a 6th level spell slot.
You have a
left,
6th level.
yes.
Here we go.
Guys, how do we stop an invading army?
You don't.
Oh, hey, we
Stop
did
their
last
How do
time.
you kill a
A
weed?
wish spell.
You head to the
You
root.
lock him in.
Very well.
Use divine intervention.
Should
Yes.
we?
Oh, like
And
we did
Nemo,
last
it
time.
hasn't been a week
On
yet.
the
Mike,
way
You
there,
might
Astral
have one. Oh no, you don't
Mike.
have one yet. Yeah.
Do you know of any teleportation circles within the factory?
None
There
that
are
would be
doors.
available to employees, Mike. It's that like most of your teleportation circles are the doors, right? It's that like we use these, so any that would be there wouldn't be at your clearance. That would be high level stuff.
The doors.
Why does Monstropolis work so well
Is-
in a D&D setting?
I hate
Can
it.
Thank you.
On the
It's
way
like,
to
this makes so much sense. Like everything else was like, yeah, this is D&D.
All right.
This is like,
Yo.
this, or like, no, this is Disney. I can tell it's still
Yeah.
Disney. This
What?
feels like fully D&D.
Yeah.
On the way, I kind of want to relay kind of what's happening to other parties, of like,
Hey, be prepared.
as well as
Sending off to the parties,
to
you know,
the
doing
parties
fast.
and to Arthur
Gotcha.
/ Merlin.
The one you would get first, just from Arthur, just do what you can, mobilizing now. So yes, knowing this, we'll start doing stuff on the above world. Big stuff though.
Yeah, and then he can send out to other people
Here we
in
go.
the above world.
Nemo, Nick, and Esmeralda.
Okay.
You guys on the board are blasting through smoke and ash, right?
Yeah,
Getting close to the
passes out
factory.
traces on.
Boom. As you guys get closer, your passives are incredible for you two, so here's what I will give you. The points of egress to this building seem to be the literal front doors, but are heavily guarded. Two giant towers seem to be there, as well as like guard shifts that are going almost on the 10-minute, right? These are fast guards, just constant stuff. There seems to be a point of egress by a large building that you guys know from what Mike told you is where they store the doors.
Okay.
But this like emergency employee exit, still larger bay doors, because again, if you need to offload stuff, does seem to have some intensively large blockade around it, so that you would have to move a ton of stuff, because it's not like we're not going to worry about guards, we're just going to block it off.
Got it.
The last point of egress that you're able to find is the doors to what Mike would have told you is the scare floor. Right now, the metal doors are closed, but it's easy enough from your side, cutting through glass or opening up a glass window, but then it's just the metal beneath that you have to find some way to open. That's what all three. Oh, so you guys now are immediately aware of the situation.
Okay.
So
Is it sounding like this is happening in the warehouse or the scare floor?
this is happening in the scare floor.
Scare
Okay,
floor.
so
I need to
this isn't
find
where we
their-
are.
No, I think you guys
No.
are at the scare floor.
You just
Yes.
made it to the doors. To the
So
scare floor.
Sully is here then.
So yes, you know, like
Okay.
beneath
Inside.
you, inside the scare floor, like with the big metal doors, Sully's
Are there
like.
windows high up?
Yeah, so the windows are in this giant dome or like half cylinder across this big old building.
But they got the
But
metal.
underneath the windows, even whether you break them or whether you find a way to open them, giant interior metal is closed around like a second semi-cylinder. So it's like opening those and also figuring out how to open that.
Got a better idea.
So you want to find the main source of energy, go and make me an investigation.
Oh, dude, no, that's literally what I was gonna say. Like, why don't we just knock out their energy? hole
Knock out the
themselves?
power? Whew, yeah.
They
that
won't be
sucks
able
for
to
them.
do anything.
Go ahead. I say all three you can make. You
Yeah,
can make it
can
a
I
group,
help
but
him? Like,
yes.
Perception?
Perception. On a perception, if you want to base it, you're gonna find some simple stuff. But if you make like an investigation, I'll give
can
you
I?
That was a
give
nat
him-
20 on my investigation.
Never mind.
Nemo. As you guys are looking through, again, your perception being like, okay,
I got a 29 on perception.
not being huge into like, good lord, not being big in terms of like electronics or industrial stuff. Having been in Sumani so much, especially Esmeralda and Nemo, you've been there. The smokestacks are outputting energy, right? This is the too much stuff that we can't afford to keep in because it's either toxic or just big. Like that's what you funnel out. So going through there would take you to the energy source. Now I will say this, Nick and Esmeralda, what you guys are seeing though, heavy cloud and ash. That could be really bad to go through.
Okay.
Like
so I
you
might-
go through it, that's great, but big stuff could happen, right? You're choking
Lung
alive on
So
poison.
does
Yeah,
Arden's
cancer
resilience
everywhere, right?
sphere
Sealed
travel with me?
I don't think it does it perfectly. It just makes you a little bit interesting. But Nemo, here's what I will give you. These giant smokestacks that rise, what you are feeling arcanely is emotion. Because Nemo, you are getting more and more agitated and afraid. As the type of magic running through, powering this layer of Tartarus is based on the emotion of fear. And when you're not a demon or native to this plane, you feel that hardcore. Nemo, you are able to realize that some of the big wires coming from the smokestack, if you were to follow them, you might find other points where the power's coming from. It's that, like, while you're here, you're already sensing, like, some of the big energy cables that go for the, like, bay doors that have closed. You can feel that energy coursing through on a nat 20. So if you want to follow it, you might be able to spend time and find a different point, or it's trying the resilient sphere, which I believe if it can move, it does say though.
It does allow you to breathe, but I don't know if it can activate.
Weightless just large enough. Nothing, not physical objects,
Who had the
energy, or
necklace
spell
fireballs?
effects.
They gave it to me.
What I would say is it would negate a lot, but not everything. Because
Just
like,
cutting the wires.
maybe like, or not the wires,
The
for
sphere.
the resilient sphere. Like if you were to bubble up and go in through the smokestack, there's a lot of magical damage that you'd be negating, right? It would keep you from like magic cancer. I know that sounds so just flippant,
Magic
but it's
cancer.
that literally that kind of stuff you're fine. But there's so much natural just smoke and
Okay.
fog that the sphere wouldn't think of.
So I have a question. So if we cut the wires, would that knock out the power to the facility? Would it stop the doors from
It
being
would-
able to power?
The doors, yes, but there might be other sources of power for other objects
For
inside.
backup.
Like,
So
like if you were able, because again, Nemo, you've already found. So on Nat 20, you're like, oh, I know where these are. There are 4 points for the doors right now.
Mhm.
if you were to set up some sort of attack, you could blow the power, the doors would open, and then it's just getting through glass. The other thing is, eventually backup power might be found, and also it's not all the power to this room. Mike, you know that, and which everything in there probably has a different wire. The personal computers, the door pads, the conveyor belt itself has a lot of different ways, because you don't want one plug to be unpulled and suddenly you're losing power for an entire city.
Yeah.
But you have found, yes, you could take the time to break the 4 and just open this door.
I need to find the backup power.
An
Cool.
idea.
Go ahead and roll me. This will be pure investigation then. Starting
Okay.
to, yes.
I have a bag of 1,000 ball
Roll the
bearings.
Yes,
If
you
we
do.
created a distraction outside the bay doors, set up all the ball bearings, they open the doors, they run out. Oopsie
Interesting.
slippity doo.
It's a big trap. It could work, but there's I'll say just as much idea of maybe they don't. Hey, thanks for the follow. Awesome.
How many are we
well,
at?
Right now we're at 32 followers. Only one of 5. Yes, as we've got.
I need help finding backup power, guys.
Alright, I will help.
You want to find the backup power
What's
because
your
it's that like
investigation?
figuring out where
My
the backup power be.
investigation.
I had that question. If
One second.
Nemo laughs so hard that everything explodes, would that work?
Oh,
Nemo,
oh.
this is a big form of energy. Laughter. You know it's so much more powerful
So
than
if we
even
get
fear.
Everybody to laugh?
You're not sure. There is something
Or
to be said about a
If
child
you
laugh.
can let
If
grab
Nemo
some kids in
cries,
and
it
then
would
make
drain
them
the
all
power, right?
You don't know that. What I will say, it's tough to again, a little spoilers. Mike's about to figure out, this is a new kind of magic I've invented called Emavance. It's emotion-based magic. Crying is something you're not sure what it would do. It's literally like, okay, we know fear can give energy. We know laughter gives a lot. Would crying give energy? Would it take it away? Would it fluctuate it? Would it make it unstable? There's a lot you've yet to test, and you would probably need Mike here to know for sure.
With laughter, if they were just in a
I've only
room,
got a +1.
not necessarily the main energy place, if they are all laughing, Nemo and all the kids, would it blow everything up?
Holy cow. I'm sorry, imagine attaching a car battery to a 9-volt walkie-talkie.
Okay, so we're gonna open up that.
I
door
want to do that
first.
now.
But then I will say, Nick, that quick passive, if you laugh before, you want to care. You don't want to blow the stuff to get the door. Because again, part of your guys' mission is finding the door you need to let the Lost Boys in. So you don't want to blow everything.
Yeah.
But again,
We're
making
gonna
sure you
open
find
the
the backup
door,
to
then
get the
blow
door.
up everything.
Yes.
So we need to go to the warehouse to find the door.
Yes, it's you want to go to the warehouse to get the door. You know where the energy is for the bay doors to get inside to
Yeah.
find your door. So it's a little bit of a
We also need to get Sully.
and
Yes.
getting Sully
And
who's
getting
in there.
Sully. I have an idea, right? I think people falling on their bums pretty darn funny.
Ball bearings.
Ball bearings.
Don't tell him that. You're thinking in your head.
I'm talking to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
kid.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes,
It's
it's
like
funny.
I also have ball bearings.
Here's what I will say.
2,000 ball bearings?
Or
I
hear
could
me
Yeah.
step
out.
out
Add
for
to
their
that?
plan.
Yeah.
Or hear me out. Just look at
Yeah.
James and say,
Balls.
You let us know.
Nemo.
this is the
No,
Done.
yes. What I would say is this:
sure.
for the three of you, though, in getting in, did both you make the checks for the backup power?
I
can
only have
also
+1, so
Plus
I
one.
will
if anybody has
you...
spider illusion, they can spider
I
illusion.
It's-
will give you advantage.
Help.
Health action. Do you have proficiency in investigation? Something I will ask.
I do not.
Do not. That's something I'm going to start doing. Is when you have a proficiency in something, you're
You're
totally
welcome.
able to just allow it to offer help. I think that's going to help when because I'm good at this, I can definitely help you if that makes sense. So what I will say is again, there is always passive stuff. If you open the doors, you know where the energy is for that. It's just how long could they stay open before backup power? Maybe a couple seconds, maybe a minute. It's that in D&D round terms, anywhere between 1 to 10 rounds, those doors close again.
Yeah, I just want to knock out and them not be able to open any more doors to send any more of the army in. That's my other main goal.
If that's your other goal, again, that would have to happen after you get your people through.
Yeah.
If you want the Lost Boys, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, so we need to get the Lost Boys first.
That's
What
all.
would I know
the
as
door
a
right
sage
now.
for my background?
As a sage, unfortunately, sage background won't help you too much here, Nemo. It's
Oh
more,
my
I'm counting it with the nat 20 of that power of emotion
Yeah.
and understanding where these 4 points of channeled energy is coming in to lock the bay doors.
Okay. Yeah. So
We're
let's go to
gonna-
the warehouse.
we're gonna
We're
go
gonna
to the
sneak
warehouse
into
and
the
find
warehouse,
the door.
Okay.
which we got passive. Like
Inside.
you get a +10 to your sneak.
If you guys are going to the warehouse, you know to get inside the warehouse, it's that giant blockage. So to get through, you're either going to have to do something to break the wall or teleport past or do something. Just because, again, they didn't put any guards here, but a lot of cement barriers and metal barriers are just being put up to say, like, okay, and we're just closing this.
I'm gonna find a weak point and hit it.
Excellent. Go ahead and make
Well,
me.
hold on. I want to make sure I don't have anything.
You can make me a perception check.
Can I get help?
Yes. Does
Yeah.
anyone have? Yeah, go for it. Nemo can offer that help.
25.
25. The biggest point of weakness seems to be a corner at the top where if you could get something in between and push, and if you're strong enough, push it all over. Right? It's on 25. There's nothing that seems breakable or nothing that seems weak, but it's that this is all one piece and it's not mounted into the wall. If you were to push it over, that could do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up there.
Guidance.
We're all on the
Guidance.
board still, aren't we?
Yeah, you're all on the board. So, like, you could all be on the board, and it's a group check, or, well, Nemo
You can only
casting
guidance
guidance.
one person,
You-
unfortunately, because concentration.
Right. So you
Oh,
could
yeah.
cast guidance for Nick, and Esmeralda, you could just also offer in a strength-based thing.
Yeah,
push,
because I can't cast any other concentration spells. I'll
Yes.
lose pass without trace.
which is very important right now. With that being up until major guards see you, you won't have to roll. Your passive is really good right now.
Could my gust of wind spell help push it?
I'm
Actually,
planning on hitting it
It
with
can be
my
pushed
rapier.
15 feet away.
I think your gust of wind
I
would
could
do
gust of wind
so
rapier
much
to make
more.
it go faster.
It's gust of wind on the rapier, so it's your hit plus that's going to lower the DC by a lot.
I'll just help push.
And helping push. Go ahead, then Esmeralda, you're going to make me an athletics check,
Okay.
something to push. Nick Wild, you're gonna make me a attack check, and putting in damage to beat a threshold.
With that
Nick
guidance
is
as well.
hesitant
That's so
to say a
crappy.
prayer to Hephaestus.
Like-
and he's gonna stand there for a minute.
Dang nabbit.
I blame.
What's
the
wrong,
baby
Nick?
guys.
Just
I just
do it.
do.
Go.
I don't think I can do this
Oh,
without
no.
Hephaestus.
Oh.
Your
Yeah,
sage
you're right, you're right.
background would help here, though.
Can I use my
Sage background.
acrobatics?
No, it's an athletics. It's
Yeah, what would I know as a sage?
as a sage, any prayer needs to come from the heart.
What?
It needs to be based on pure thought and feeling. Kind of that Emma Vance like we talked about. It's there's to offer assistance. That's when the gods here help. Is again, most gods hear actually a lot of prayers. There's no like real way to block out the other gods. Most divine beings can listen in Nemo.
If you're murdering
But
me,
yeah, if you murder a god, that's definitely
my
gonna be
divination to
He's like-
Poseidon.
But if you could offer a help action in a religion check to Nick because you know it's basically helping Nick speak from the heart.
Yeah, I can help you with that.
Give you
What do I need to know?
a shove of 4.
Just know that I can help you.
I'm a little spindly.
I'm there with you.
I'm not good at prayers, Nemo.
Look, it's simple. You just go, hey, whoever the god you're talking to,
Thanks.
we need some help, like that. Really, it works for me every time.
I do the same thing. I'm just like, hey, yo, what's up?
Every
The
time.
Templar's
Help.
talking to Nick the thief rogues. Just do it. What?
Just be like, hey, yo, it's me.
Just
again.
do
I
Is
need
there a
some help.
specific cadence, or what do I need to say exactly?
You just say, hey, yo, Hephaestus,
I-
my man.
I-
I need you.
I can't do that right now.
Nick,
What?
please. What was it that made you think you weren't good enough?
Do you need to make sure the speakers are on, August?
They
Is
powered off.
Oh.
I don't know, just me. I'm steal and sell drugs to kids.
And what made you think that Hephaestus could help you with that?
Because he could forge me into something better and help me learn to build things.
Take that. Channel it.
You got this, man. You got this.
Make that religion with
He's gonna say
advantage.
his prayer.
Go ahead and roll that. You get that. And what do you say? Yeah.
Hey, what's
Dear
up? It's me again.
Hephaestus, Knight of Hephaestus. I don't feel proper to talk to you right now.
I originally came to you for help, and I haven't made as much progress as I thought that I had. I'm not what I need to be yet, and I broke the oath. I don't know why I still have these abilities, and I am still lost despite pretending that I've figured it out.
Go ahead. Religion with advantage. Nemo's definitely going to help you with this. I know the DC.
Esmeralda's just giving you a back massage.
Well, it's a the clerics are helping the
You
paladin
got this,
here.
man. You could do it.
Over 15.
15.
Plus D4 with guidance.
Yes.
You got this.
17. What did you roll on that?
I'll tell you after. No.
It's an hour.
Nick, you offer up this prayer. And a lot of thoughts. It's second time being in hell within the month. That's a lot. And you have to wonder, is anyone listening? After a moment, you hear, what does it mean when there's shit on it?
It can be cleaned.
Yep. Do you think you've cleaned yourself?
I'm about to.
Emboldening
gonna-
bond, extra D4 to attack rolls.
Yes.
He's gonna thrust
And also you two. 'cause
so hard.
Oh,
Uh,
attack rolls. Does that
Thrust.
mean I get to roll
Here's
a
not an
4 and add to my 4?
This is 1d4, right?
1d4.
I mean 1d20.
I rolled a
That's an
90,
eight.
so I rolled a 93 percentile.
Woo!
So didn't get like maybe a perfect
gonna
communication, but
thrust.
something with that
So hard.
so hard.
This is
Let's
actually
go for it.
All I
two
can think of
extra
is chicken
D4 with
wings
that.
just rust. That's all we're missing.
This is Box of Doom.
Not yet, because this is just getting into the fact. There's a lot of ways to succeed on this, which is thankfully the nice thing.
So 2d4 total?
Yes.
Okay, 22.
Dude,
22
I rolled a
hits.
6.
nice.
Definitely.
I did.
Go ahead,
That's nice.
roll this damage.
I will smite as well.
Go for it.
Wait, you rolled with advantage? You got a 6?
I rolled 1d6. I rolled 1d20.
Because I gave him advantage, right?
On the religion
On the
check.
religion check. No, this was
Oh.
then the stabbing plus all the crazy stuff. Still gave
Where's
him
all
a
my
20.
d6s? That's
Uh,
not it.
That's water.
Hey yo, you want some D6s?
Oh yeah, if you gave him for the
Pick your
price.
poison, any
Where did I
poison.
put 'em?
I'll choose this one.
Oh yeah, grab some D6 if you
They're on
need.
the
Nope, that's
table.
cock.
Oh yeah,
Oh, there they are.
because you put it.
No,
Yeah.
it was on the floor, it didn't count.
You got 6s.
Yes.
And then 1d8. 3d8 total. 1, 2, 3 damage.
We're just establishing the government. No, not government. We're the working class is
10.
right. Really?
20.
Revolution.
20. 32, 36.
36. Esmeralda, what did you get for your strength?
Do I add a D4 to it?
Yes.
That's an 8, man. Let's go.
Light
Oh, wait. I got
Radiance.
the wind bit.
bursting through, gust of wind as you all push.
Oh, the wind. Does that mean advantage?
No, the advantage just
reduces
lowers
the
the
DC.
DC.
Okay.
You're pushing through. You're straining, and you hear, "What are you?"
The Knight of Hephaestus.
What are you?
Knight of Hephaestus.
Say it.
I, Nick Wilde, am a Knight of Hephaestus.
Boom! You feel the entire wall slowly, completely. As I am going to make now a complete luck check, as suddenly, that was a loud noise.
I should have kept silence, you guys.
I had that idea, but I can't say it because
What is this?
No one immediately appears.
Dude, we should put the ball bearings down first.
We're gonna put the ball bearings down.
Right, this is the door warehouse.
Okay.
I now need. You guys think you're in. As the doors now, there's no lock, because again, they just put up a big barricade. Choo-choo can open through.
By the way, Nick,
Yeah, what's up?
I wanted to apologize for saying it was your fault.
What?
I blamed you for Phoebus getting cursed. It's not your fault. I'm sorry. I was really stupid and crappy of me. And I tried to apologize earlier, but then you kind of like disappeared and I couldn't find you, and then I fell through the roof. But like, I'm really sorry, man. That's not your fault. I feel really shitty for saying that. I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're fine. Nick
As you guys-
relaxes.
You feel relaxed. You're feeling good. You guys are now in. Here we go. I'm gonna need some investigation as a group check.
You think he's been people have apologized to him before ever? No.
Go ahead.
They're having fun doing stuff.
As you guys have to
Cool.
start looking for the door. As you guys are.
That was another nat 20.
Nemo dice! Nemo!
Oh my gosh.
Nemo,
Nemo.
I could kiss you.
I need a high five from that hand. I've been touched by great.
I
You
kissed
feel-
the
The fish, not the.
After
my lucky
not the
thing.
man.
I know.
enough time,
I kissed the bull.
you're looking through and you find the section of oblong doors. As again, these
Oblong.
doors, when they're not square shaped, require some settings. And you see a door that looks very ovaline, knotted, slight curve, with a what looks to be like a dappled salt-like leaf that is put in as a knob. That's the door you need.
Is this it?
There he is. That's Peter's door.
Awesome. I'm gonna run ahead. You hold on to Nemo, and while I'm running ahead of Nemo, I'm gonna drop a ball bearing. Oh fuck!
Make me a performance check.
Wait, is the door open?
It works!
There's still you did laugh, but there's still the performance of it all.
Oh,
Advantage.
Advantage, yeah.
Sorry, I actually broke from that as well.
As this happens, all of you feel tum 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 tum.
I rolled a 3 and a 9. You know what? Lucky.
Oh,
Missed.
13.
13.
Lucky 13.
Could I?
Hey, that
Could I roll a
that's
thing
not-
to see
was that
like
a
how much I
natural
laugh?
13?
You did genuinely laugh, James.
I did.
There was enough. I now am gonna make a roll as all of you feel each other's minds now in a telepathic bond.
oh, hey, what's up?
No, that. Well, I was waiting till we got close enough for that.
You guys are seeing, as you're coming up, the warehouse with the doors, big old debris in front of it.
Hey, oh, we did some shit.
Learned anything?
Hear me out.
Almost.
Could we blast
Nemo,
the
you
debris?
laugh.
Yeah, I did.
That was a good one. Open the door.
And the door above, red light comes on above.
Let's
Open it.
freaking go.
Open it. Open it. Open it.
I
Open it.
open it.
You open it.
I'm gonna go.
This is
Oh.
legendary. This is legendary.
As Peter Pan and zooms into
Pan,
the warehouse,
My man, Peter Pan.
alighting in front of you all. That are here, excuse me, you
Yeah, we're
three.
still up in the boat.
As Peter,
We got close enough for telepathic bond.
sitting there just like, all right, Sharkbait, what's the plan?
We're gonna make y'all laugh.
Bring them all in.
Okay.
You see behind about 8 Lost Boys, all sitting there.
Y'all like
Hey,
jokes?
Nemo. First off, break
We're
the
gonna make
rails.
you guys laugh, and we're gonna do it by making some monsters go trick.
Break the
Let's go.
rails.
And then I'm gonna
Break?
run, and as
Yeah,
they're
this is
just
through the
following
brain.
behind me,
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
gonna do
yeah,
the
yeah.
same trick.
Break the rails.
Can I
they
actually
hunt
throw the ball bearing
monsters.
this time?
Yeah.
Not the demons.
As you do so, how are you feeling?
Relaxed and confident.
Feeling fucking confident. As the Lost Boys, why is that strange man talking to us?
It's okay. He's one of us.
Strange.
Nemo, that's not Nick Wilde.
Wait a minute.
That's a dude.
Oh!
Did I not notice that?
While Nick, you know who you are.
While you
And
slipped
in a pure moment of slip and fall, willing to look the fool, willing to be, but you know who you are. Nick Wilde. Nick, you look down. It's not fur. And
Let's
Did you
go,
have a
Nick
mini prepared?
Wild.
mini prepared.
Nick, my boy.
Yeah, boy!
Hey, show the. Oh yeah.
Show the cam. Show the cam.
How's that look?
Oh, that looks beautiful. Red
She
hair.
is.
Nick, you look down. No
Please tell me he
claw,
slipped.
no fur, and you see. You can still try out the other mode if
What
you
is-
want.
The other mode. I'm a lycanthrope.
You have subjugated your curse. Nick, stealing for your friends. Robbing. It's okay to be a thief. It's okay to do what you like doing. And when you feel confident doing, when you know who you are, confident enough to be still the person you want to be and still act in goodness, you're now seeing with both eyes open.
I almost choked up a second there.
Same here, man.
It's been
Nick
a while.
running, wah, boom! You hit the ground. That's the ball bear.
Slip on the ball.
How many
Sounds
lost
like
boys
me.
laugh?
I actually like what the.
I think he got hit a bit too hard.
Couple lost
Now he's
percent
supposed
laughing.
to look like that.
Mike, you feel the power radiating from the building as you guys on the ship are coming ever closer.
Is that
Just
normal?
blow it
I'm
up.
just petting Fluffy.
I just start pulling out ball bearings. I
Hoist
just shove
the
them in front of
colours.
this door.
Alright,
I
I'm gonna
just
make the plan with
dumping
the
them.
Lost Boys.
I'm dumping them.
I'm gonna pace
Wait,
like
yeah, we gotta throw it in
general
front of
style
them.
while they're
Rolling.
saluting.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'll dump
Alright, boys. We are here to stop some
Oh, yeah, this
monsters.
is Fluffy, by the
These
way.
things
He's so
are
nice.
afraid of
Nothing.
anything under 18 years old? 16?
Kids.
Kids.
They're terrified of
AKA
you.
boys.
And very rambunctious boys as that. Step 1. We will go to the bearings, the rails of the doors. We will break them and have them all fall and see if they can break. Just through the sheer of fall damage. And then, we're going to find as many monsters as we can and beat the ever-living snot out of them.
Bad ones.
General Evil.
Not the light blue one.
Not
the
the
big
light-
spots.
If they have chains on them, they're probably good monsters, dope.
Chains
What
equal
about
good.
what about your fiance? If you see one with like a green dress and she's got like really pretty hair that has like snakes and
Don't
You
ask
see,
for a
come on.
number. She's taking.
Ew.
she's certainly
Hey,
taken. And,
Don't ask for his number.
Yes.
From the rubble, can I like pick up like a brick that has like an iron cable around it and like just use it as a shield?
Hell yeah. You grab some rebar and. Oh yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Paladin sword
That I
and shield.
described to
I
you,
can
the,
use
uh,
a shield.
You know the
I'm so
doors,
dumb.
how they slide in on the rails. If you break
Break the wrist.
the rails, the doors can't
yeah.
slide in.
And the ones that are hanging on the rails above, if they fall,
Alright,
then they break.
so
as well.
what are we doing? Are
So
we?
here's the
We
thing:
need
for
to
those
keep
on
the
the
doors
ship, are
from
you guys
getting-
heading off the ship now to join them in the
That's-
factory?
The cannons are loaded.
The
Cannons
Do
are loaded.
we?
Bash
Pew,
in the
pew.
windows.
Yeah.
You
Did
could
you-
start just attacking the metal
Rolling?
with the cannons.
This is the most iconic
And
thing I've
if
ever
you,
seen.
if Nemo with the telepathic bond tells you
This
where to
entire
fire,
section.
you will break
Yeah.
the power and the cannons
Nemo.
will open.
and then we
What's
can,
our targets?
then we can drop in.
What's our targets, boy?
The windows.
The scare floor.
Scare floor.
Scare floor.
Holding
windows.
up. Gents,
Wait.
fire at the scare floor.
So that the thing comes open.
Excellent.
Oh, the main power
Oh,
source.
main power source as well.
Main power source.
Yes. No.
'Cause that
I am
opens
just
the shutters.
dumping the ball bearings in front of.
I had to find it. I
The
couldn't find. I
door.
thought I had it saved somewhere.
Nick, why are you looking like that?
Yeah,
good.
you can kind of see the.
It better be.
Yeah. His shoes are fly as hell.
Oh, they
Good distraction, man.
Here's
I
what I'm
like
gonna
his
ask.
genuine smile on his face.
We also
Nick, I need your ball bearings.
Yeah. Sorry. I was distracted by how beautiful I am.
Oh.
Us
You
on
must
the ship,
miss looking at that face, boy.
August, how far is it down onto the scare floor after we breach?
After you breach, you're looking at about a 40-foot. Wait, that's
We
not.
have the
More
longboats.
That was more Logan's. Nick
here we
would've
go.
said
We have the longboats to float down if
Looking
needs
through my
be.
notes.
I have Featherfall.
Once the bay doors
oh,
open, there
right,
is
never
still the
mind.
glass, of course, but those might break and or at least become unstable with cannon fire. It is an 80-foot drop.
Perfect. We'll ascend safely in 2 rounds.
Excellent.
Very well. Prepare
You guys are ready
yourself,
up top? You
gentlemen.
guys are ready
Let's
down below?
around.
We're boarding.
Yeah!
Shadow Heavy from TF.
I am the heavy weapons guy.
Here
and
we
this
go.
sword is my weapon. Shadow Blade, form of dread.
Oh,
Let's
I have
send
my
them
new
back to
poison
hell.
right here. Is this a surprise round?
We're still in.
I mean, if you
It's like
jump in
further
fast
down.
enough, yeah, they're gonna be fun.
Yes! Woohoo!
Here we go. I now need you guys,
Okay.
the boarding party plus Peter and Lost Boys, a stealth check. Getting ready.
Oh,
If
You
they're
guys, there's no
within 30
stealth
feet
check.
of me,
It's
you
Barbosa.
get
You're
plus
gonna be
10.
ready to roll damage. You are going to be able to be stationary with the ship, meaning it will offer advantage for the ship attack because it's not in battle
Okay.
yet.
Ship attack. What's its modifier?
30
That's a
stealth.
natural 20.
Stealth.
Nat
Nat
20!
20.
For a total
Hell
of
yeah.
30, because I'm still concentrating
Stealth.
on
Pass without
Oh,
Pass
you
Without a
get Pass
Trace.
Without a Trace.
So all the people within 30 feet within... All the people within 30 feet have a plus 10 to their stealth.
33.
Excellent. 33.
11.
Nemo, go ahead and roll me your stealth.
19 with that plus 10.
19.
All the Lost
Still
Boys,
good.
as long as they're within my range.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
again, if you like walk in order,
Actually, 30-20.
I still like
dirty
What
20.
do I need to do for the ship's attack?
You're gonna roll me a d20 with advantage. Your ship has 4 cannons
Modifiers?
plus 6. It's cannon
23.
fire. For the first one,
Yeah.
you're going to have to make 4 attacks. Each attack just needs to hit because you know exactly where you're going. But with your 4 cannon attacks,
First.
oh, I love
At least not.
Yeah.
Big old broken.
I don't have
First was a
In
23.
I don't have
Second was a nat 20!
Nat 20, excellent. 2 more. You just need 2 more, Barbosa, because again, you gotta break everything.
The second one was a 9.
The third one,
But
with
it did-
advantage.
Yes!
Ooh.
A 3 and a 1!
Awesome, okay. Go make
Okay.
me the fourth one. You didn't add 20. I might
So-
be generous, but you gotta make 4.
Okay.
Oh! Same roll again!
Really?
But wait, I loaded both cannons. Both
No,
sides,
you
right?
yes, is and 4 attacks.
Could I turn around and use the other
No, it's both sides. You're basically in the middle of the warehouse, and the port side's hitting, and the starboard side. 2 attacks on either side. Because if you do
And I
not
can
do it
guess
at
what
once,
I
you
call it.
lose the surprise round.
The one with the nat 20 was a 19 and
What
a
I
20.
will say, well,
That
here's what I will
helps.
say. You've broken half the bay doors. Meaning, unless you go fast, it's going to be so much easier for them to re-solidify
Can
their
I see
energy.
inside?
It's yes. When this happens, you'll be
Dimension
able to see it. You can dimension door in now
I was
because
gonna ask
only
if-
getting
So
half
did
the
the
bay
door
doors,
open?
half of it. Barbosa, half of it with. I'm
Two
saying
rolls each.
So
Two
it's
rolls,
like, is
and
it
you
like
nat
a
20
garage
with it.
door or like
I'll
a...
come in. You dimension door with
Sil-
Fluffy.
it
I'll
is,
be in
again,
there.
half
I
a
can get in there
cylinder,
as well.
one half has opened. So again,
You
they
take
can see
Fluffy.
and everything, but because they didn't successfully break the other half,
Oh.
it won't
I need to
open,
refire the
and
cannons.
it's easier for them.
So leave you up here for now, and I'll
No,
feather
the
fall
long
in it.
boats I ride down.
Barbosa,
They have
no,
the
I
same
will tell you this.
feather fall.
You have maybe a round to get in the building. Otherwise, they are going to
So,
walk again.
I'm going to fire the see if I can fire the cannons, get
On your
the
next
other one
turn?
open.
Right.
But once they're all open, I use the long boats to fall down.
Excellent.
Causing palms on the ship might be really good.
Would
Barbosa.
like
Staying on the ship.
to see if I can get...
Hear me out.
Mike's
I
plan
would just-
was
Okay.
Dimension Door with Twin Spell,
Understandable
get
for
both
sure.
Phoebus and the monkey.
Fluffy. Oh, he's not a monkey. It's the Dragoloff.
Fluffy.
Yes.
You know what? You know what?
It's like a werewolf with 4 arms.
Oh,
He's
wait,
so cute.
my son. I've taught my son everything I know about a ship. Could I leave him on the ship?
Do you want me to roll for the monkey?
The monkey's got an intelligence...
Look me in the eyes and tell me you want to leave an animated monkey to run the ship. Or there is an iron golem that was specifically
Okay, Iron
in this
Golem.
ship.
Yeah, Iron Golem.
I'm like,
Iron Golem.
I'm really not
Oh, right,
that
the Iron
mean,
Golem,
but
I
I'm like,
forgot.
are you really
I
sure?
forgot.
Yes.
Iron Golem to command the ship.
He
I'm
may be
joining
your
y'all.
son, but
See,
his name
reason.
was
No,
Hudson.
the monkeys is still first mate to the Iron Golem, sitting on him and helping him.
Hudson, shoot that tower.
Excellent.
So,
Can I use Ray of Frost
So we
to
can
create
get all of us
a
down
safe
there.
Yes.
surface into...
Here's what I'm
I've
gonna
got
say.
my Form of Dread, I got my Shell Blade.
As you guys are about to jump on in,
I'm ready for a fight,
are you guys
guys.
ready for this? Here we go. Jumping to the battle map.
Let's do this, baby.
Phoebus and Mike, you're about to jump in as.
Oh, can we get Barbosa
And Barbosa, because the Iron Golem is in charge.
Yes, you may. I will say Barbosa then will jump down. Mike, you're giving that help.
Oh, and Tinkerbell says that's good.
Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, a couple Lost Boys behind him. There's a few more behind you, just can't see. As you guys jump in, again, boom, boom, boom. You guys are running in, and yes,
Yeah.
We have to
He
ball bearings
removed the
down.
curse.
yes.
So I'm trying to pull them out and to slip on the ball bearings to make the Lost Boys laugh.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'll make me a quick performance.
Okay.
I need to now do.
We
Hey,
could you go old
here's
fashioned
the
like
best
terrify them as a pirate.
This is
That's not good. That's really not good.
okay. If they there'll be more chances for them to laugh, but here's what's about to happen.
We don't.
That is literally only an 8 because I rolled a 2. I've been rolling
Working
really bad
out, we
today.
could make them terrified since I'm a pirate.
No, we don't want them scared.
Okay, fair enough.
We want them to be laughing. That's more powerful than fear.
You are
Hit
all
me.
running in. Boom, boom, boom. Slicing through Esmeralda, whipping around, cutting a lot of these demon soldiers that are here. Both of you bashing in. All of you run forward in through this giant facility. Coming forward.
Steal
here
all
we
the
go.
paperwork!
He's on the ship. That is your golem, but he's on the ship.
Ah,
I was like, who is that?
blacksmith and gargoyles.
Coming through the doors that you need. There's the other Lost Boys. They were far behind.
Can we see solely from where we are?
Here, yes. What you notice is looking at this giant facility. Sully is about a few feet away, but he is up in the air. As you're looking, again, I'll kind of go down through.
Oh, he's airborne.
This
You
is
gotta
a
fucking
giant-looking facility
With
with big old. Mike,
Yes.
you see the right-hand side. All of that is brand new. Like they have installed new doors through and taken out all the like command stations. And so, Mike, immediately you're not sure where like the call send doors would be, as
Yeah,
this
where's
is
the
almost
armies?
new. The armies are all around, but what you watch immediately, and here's what's freaking amazing. Children don't really hurt demons.
It's super.
They're kids. It's a superstition. But when you've brought magically immortalized radiant celestial children to hell, all of these monsters see these kids running in, and one Lost Boy comes in and just right in the face and burning, sizzling Harry Potter as
This is gonna keep that ring girl. 2319.
it is now chaos. Difficult terrain as demons are trying their best to get out.
Is it stone or earth? Because if not, I have
But what you see immediately,
I want to put all the troops' resilience fear.
as this is about to happen, what I will say, you watch as suddenly, Mike, looking around, you're not seeing anyone you know, but then hear, Wazowski! A gigantic alien monster.
Ew.
1 hand and 1 foot hanging from the ceiling. Bent down, just, thanks for coming. Fungus told me you'd appear. Phoebus, off in a corner, you see hooded figure, 3 eyes. Fungus was watching. You're so easy to bait, you little cretin.
Hey, Phoebus, you want to fire that now?
Prestidigitation of fireworks. This is Jack.
It's correct. You want to threaten me to a
What are
problem.
you firing at?
Firing at. I'll fire straight at the big fat random boy.
Can
As
I look at the kids really quick before they see Randall and get scared?
yes.
I'm gonna say, hey, you see that big blue guy up there? I bet he's a real bed shatter.
These Lost Boys, look ready. Make me a ranged attack roll.
Can I give him bardic?
This would
You can
Dex
get
or with
Bardic.
my spellcasting.
Dexterity. This is a dex-based weapon.
Like if he's still
Okay,
chained
with
up on my
proficiency?
turn, I'm gonna shoot.
No.
No
as-
proficiency. Okay.
Fun fact: there is only one character in any party that has proficiency with firearms. Or to the extent of like if our weapon.
John Smith.
John Smith, my man.
Wait, what's the bardic?
Alright, my Eldritch Glock is a
It's
spell.
not really an actual.
Yeah, it's just T. Dom was like, here's a spell. I'm like,
That's a
it could-
22 to hit.
Woo!
A
It's bardic.
22
Nice.
You rolled a 10 on the Bardic, my guy.
barely hits.
Oh!
I just like toss it up in the air with my mage hand and then snap my fingers.
Batter up.
Prestidigitation lights it and
Better
As this
off,
comes
mother-
in,
Did it meet or did it hit?
it hit
Barely.
just over.
21.
he's a dragon.
As this happens, Randall watches this. Boom! The dust clears as you see the firework is in Randall's teeth. Bites down,
glyph.
spits it out, uses a legendary action for that.
The glyph.
The glyph is broken as he cast a dispel magic when he caught it.
Can I counterspell that?
Go for it, roll for it.
Blow up
I
in his
will-
mouth.
I'll throw
Have it blow up in his mouth. That'd be
Demon
pretty
bite.
cool.
Demon fight.
18. So unless he casts an 8th level dispel magic.
That'd be 9th level dispel magic.
No, 8.
Randall
Yes,
gets
19
a base 7th level dispel. One above. Go ahead. You're gonna roll 4d6 fire, 4d6 force.
Here's our
And
force
dispels
damage.
about
And
to
it's
come.
in his mouth.
It's in
so
his
the
mouth.
monkey's just gonna.
He tried his best to keep it from going.
On the inside, so it's doubled, right?
Not yet. It would have to be. He would have had to have like swallowed stuff. Like just on his teeth, it's close.
So I'm assuming you want me to keep the fire damage separate.
Yeah. Actually, you can roll it all together.
Oh. Oh, that's 2 6s on the force damage. So that is math. 18 force damage
That's bad.
and 12 fire damage. So 30 damage total.
Boom. Randall looks hurt. Just
Nice try.
what was that? As hanging from his scale tongue, Balgura. Randall looks, and as you are all about to roll initiative, what you see, the majority of these demons are all getting ready to flee. But what you notice immediately, appearing outward, giant Glabrezu type demons, each with forearms and pincers appearing. Randall, kill him. Everyone roll me initiative, and that's where we're going to end tonight's
That's fine.
Thank you
Are
all
we-
so much for playing. Thank you all for watching, especially those that subscribe. And we will see you all next time.
That's
Bye-bye.
nice.
Nat 20 on initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Dirty 20.